Searching begins, find yourself within. Take up your blade, let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid, make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers.
Hello.
How are we doing tonight?
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome to Check Please, the D&D live show. A game of arenas and agony for my players. I'm your DM Beardy, and down here are my lovely players.
Hello there. My name's Keni, and I play Risen, the Fateweaver.
Hello, I'm Foaly and I play Kurla, the Half-Orc Life Oracle.
I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the Swarmonger.
I'm Skrewy, and I play Petravian, the Hivekeeper Paladin.
He got it right this week.
It is still you.
And I'm Grem, and I play Lovette, the Gnome Sommoner.
And with that, let's roll. So last time, the party continued fighting in the arena, set on winning 5 bouts to prove their worth and attain the status of hero in order to pressure their way into the city's archives. The group finished the second bout and went on to fight in the third, facing a pack of dire mammoths. They have stopped one, but the other two continue to be an incredible threat to our team. We open here in the the lesser arena of the city of Proda on the evening of the 10th of August, 768. We are beginning round 5 of combat. So,
Yum yum.
it is Dire Mammoth's turn. All right.
Oh boy.
So, just to refresh ourselves, we have 2 Dire Mammoths left on the field. They are currently very angry and being stung by a lot of bees. Archie has just been felled and is currently lying as a pile of scraps next to Lovette,
Who is currently vibrating.
who is currently vibrating in and out of existence. Or
Oscillating. Thank you very much.
Get it right. Yeah, oscillating.
God.
And we have Petra, who is invisible next to Lovette. And then we have Kurla, Chisel, and Riz further to the north, away from things. And Vera is currently in swarm form, getting into the eyes of one of these dire mammoths. So, first dire mammoth is up. It's the one on the northwest here. And he is currently fatigued, having, I believe, suffered some kind of... Was it a critical hit that made him fatigued? Or was it a spell effect? Probably a spell effect.
That's a really good question. Roll back the tape. No one
Roll
remembers.
back the tape. Yeah, we don't remember. He's fatigued, though, so that's good. So he is going to be a little bit easier to beat. So he sort of swings his trunk around and sort of trumpets angrily.
Sorry, how did you hit?
Beautiful.
And he turns and he's going to try to swing at really any target he can. He doesn't see Petra currently, but I'm going to have him do a perception check to try to spot anyone around him, namely Petra. But he's going to suffer a bit of a penalty to that because there are bees in his eyes.
Ow.
Me, hit me. Come on, hit me.
The only scary part is, this guy, Jesus, really? Wow, that's a high
Unfortunate.
perception modifier.
Oh, great.
Of course.
Okay, well, he's going to notice Petra.
Damn.
I mean,
Great.
I guess to make this completely fair, Petra, make a stealth check.
You got it.
You do get a plus
That's
20 to
Yeah,
this because you're stealth.
Okay.
You're invisible, rather. So,
However, elephants have a natural ability to see invisible people.
I mean,
Obviously.
I've seen it.
Also, I have a -7 at the moment, so.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's like they say, an elephant never forgets, and they always know.
okay.
Topsy, is that you?
So
does
that's
that
gonna be-
include there?
So that'll be a 23 then after the bonus.
Does it have it
So-
in there? Oh, I don't think it has it built in there.
No, but we can just add. You add.
You just
20
add
minus
20.
7.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So yeah.
Yeah. So you're at 23. So yeah, the,
Cool.
the mammoth is gonna spot you, and it's gonna make a full attack. So
Great.
it's going to try to get you. So we'll see what happens.
Gonna
here.
get you. I'm gonna get you.
See what happens.
I'm gonna get you. That's the mammoth's voice, by the way.
That's how the mammoth sounds.
Oh gosh, there's this
That-
weird
in
thing near my
mammoth.
feet.
Yeah,
We
translation.
hear roaring and screaming in Mammoth. It's, I'll get you.
I'm gonna get you.
And all their brethren are like, oh, that's just Hubert. Don't worry about him.
I really
That's
regret.
Hubert the dire mammoth. Okay, I'm gonna rename him then.
Really regret taking this honey translation liquid now that we can hear what animals are saying.
Oh,
All right,
there's
so-
a smelly rock man near my feet. Oh.
So Hubert's gonna turn and attack Petravian, and what he's gonna do is his first attack is a gore. He rolls a 38, deals 23 damage to Petra.
Ow.
Next is a slam. That is going to be a critical hit, where he's going to strike Petra for 40 damage.
Oh my god.
Ow.
And then he's got 2 stomps, both of which are going to be ineffective. So he comes in,
Yay.
gores you, and then smacks you with his trunk. But then he tries to rear up on his hind legs and smash you, but you're going to be able to get out of the way at just the right time.
Oh,
So
it's
you
so
kind of scuttle out of the
gross.
way, and these giant mammoth feet come down and just crush the ground where you were standing. So,
God damn.
yeah, as it does that, what is Lovette going to do?
So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fly directly upward, waving my arms around, trying to get their attention. Does that provoke from them?
Yeah, that'll provoke.
Okay. I'm waving my arms around. Too fast! And I turn around and I throw this little cube that then, when it hits the ground, breaks into dozens of tiny little toy soldiers that then form ranks and start stabbing the dire mammoth that Vera's going after, because I am going to cast a Marching Doom.
Wonderful.
Oh hell yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds fucking rad.
It's Creeping Doom.
Oh,
I
okay.
decided to do Vera's thing of starting to rename my spells.
Good.
I like it. Flavor. I
Delicious
hope
flavor.
everyone enjoyed tongue noises in their
Ooh.
ears.
That was
Always.
horrible.
Mm.
I know Beardy
Wow.
likes it. That one's for you, Daddy DM.
Yeah! Alright. So I don't have the... Oh boy. Alright, sorry. I did not get these updated correctly. Marching Doom, update token. Bam! Alright. So I need to update the graphics still. But we'll do that in a moment. Alright, where would you like to summon these little buddies?
Oh, I forgot I got so many. Actually, I'm going to throw 2 of them over by Vera and 2 of them on the other one.
Okay. 2 on each. Lovely. Okay. And that is going to take us... How far in the air? You said you went straight up?
Yes, directly
That'll
up,
put
so I
you
go...
20 that'll put you
are
20
we
feet
hasted
then.
right now, right?
Oh, are you? You are
I think
still
we're
hasted.
hasted.
Yes.
Okay.
we
Yeah,
are.
so...
Yeah,
gonna
so
go
you can go
40 feet
40
up.
feet then.
How tall are they? They're 40 feet-ish, right?
Oh, at least, yeah. Or rather, they're pretty big. Their reach is incredibly good.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
They have 20-foot reach. And they're pretty
Alright,
big.
then
So
yes.
yeah, they could probably hit you at still at
I
40
want to
feet.
fly up to eye level with them, wherever that
Okay.
may be.
Alright,
Get
so
their
we'll put...
attention.
That'll probably put you close to... We'll just say 25, then it'll be eye level.
Okay. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Kurla.
Well, Kurla, having taken a few steps back to survey the field, is going to raise their hands and do the familiar flicking motion. A little bit of flame is going to emerge from their fingers and will go end over end like a lit match towards the dire mammoth, towards the southeast of them. And they're going to angle it so that the flame strike that they are casting does not singe Vera or the Marching Doom, so they're actually aiming for a little bit farther past the mammoth, but hopefully still enough to catch it in this torrent of red and black flame that bursts up from the ground in the style of That Which Hungers. And we'll see if that cooks it a little bit.
Sounds like a genre of music the way you said it. Sorry. In
The style of That
styling.
Which Hungers.
Yeah. In the style
And
of That
this
Which
is
Hungers.
in the style of That Which Hungers. Here is
It does sound like
Wonderwall.
the name of a goth band.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, so there we go. I've fixed that Marching Dooms
Thank you.
as well. All right, so Kurla, your flame strike's going to come down, and it's going to avoid the Marching Dooms and Vera. It's going to strike the southeast part of that dire mammoth, so this jet of black and red flames, launches up from the sands of the arena. Let's see, it does get a reflex save. Here we go. Passed. So it's going to take half damage. So the dire mammoth feels this heat, and it's going to move its ass out of the way, and it's only going to get mildly singed by it, but it still takes about 20 damage. All right, move action.
Kurla is going to stay where they are for now.
Alrighty, Riz, you're up.
Alright, so Riz is gonna kind of call out to Kurla and just be like, I don't know how much Petravian can take after another hit like he did. Just watch him, okay?
I'm keeping an eye on them.
Good.
I can't see much from up close and I can't get stomped, but I'll make sure he's alright.
If he got hit, we actually don't know.
Well, you did see, you probably saw some Oread blood splashing
Oh,
about
that
when that
delicious
door hit.
purple blood.
I was gonna say, what color is Oread blood? It's purple.
Yeah, that's a good.
Is it
that's a good
still
question.
purple? Is my question.
Is it purple?
Does he have like gold blood now? Because I
Honey
think
blood?
that's aesthetic.
Why does
Spleets
Petra's
honey
blood
of
look so
Icor now?
tasty?
Is he really alive?
Oh.
So, Skrewy, I'll let you answer that. What color is your blood, bro?
What color is your blood? I wouldn't do that.
What color that blood?
type.
What does an Oread normally has blue blood, right?
That's what you
I mean,
said
what-
last
whatever
time
you
was
said,
purple.
man.
I don't know. Your
So-
brother was a slave.
Ah,
Wow.
I like that. What's blue and gold mixed together?
What is yellow and blue mixed together?
Green.
So,
I'm sorry.
so Petravian has
Wait.
green blood?
So Petravian,
Little bit of green-
Petravian's
little
the
bit green
predator.
Disgusting.
Predator.
Greenish
All
blood.
right.
You know what? That's the worst answer, but it's canon now.
It's just
so-
sparkly green blood.
Yep.
Just
All right.
ecto cooler.
Yeah, so you see some ectocooler on the ground where you think Petra was standing, so you're pretty sure he was either like spilling his drink or he maybe got some of
Oh
his
shit!
blood on
I
the
thought
ground.
that went out of style like a while ago. I thought they stopped selling.
Oh no,
them.
they brought it back because
Oh!
it's nostalgia value.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
All right. For my move action, I'm gonna move all of my ball lightnings over to the dire mammoth that Vera is on, just as long as
Awesome.
it's not hitting any of the marching dooms or Vera.
Yeah, it can go along the south part of that mammoth. So, what is the save for that? What was the reflex
23
DC?
reflex.
23 reflex. All right, let me go ahead and do 4 reflex saves?
That would be 5. There should be 5 of them.
You got it. And it was 23.
23.
2 failed. 66 damage, please.
You got it. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That is 22 damage.
All right, minus 22 HP. There we go.
All right, and then
Okay.
in the meantime, for my actual action, I'm going to cast Chain Lightning again. I'm gonna whammoo it up with upping the DC to 25.
Alrighty, up the DC to 25 with your various runes you're tossing on that.
Yep, I'm losing a lot of them, but worth
Okay,
it.
DC 25. Let's see what these guys can do. 1 pass, 1 failed.
Okay, 52 damage to the fail, and then half of that for the other one.
All right, Riz. So you put your hands together and you launch this curtain of electricity that just goes through and strikes both creatures. And yeah, the one in the northwest that's over by Petravian, it's going to take the less of the lesser side of this attack. Maybe it bounces off part of its thick hide, And more of these bolts are going to concentrate on the dire mammoth in the southeast that Vera's, again, ripping the eyes out of her, or getting into the eyes and stinging. So that is going to be a little bit of damage to the one in the northwest, and quite a bit, 52 damage to the one in the southeast, which will take us to that one's turn. So it's rather upset that it has all of these things on it now. So it cannot quite see any target aside from Kurla and Riz. It sees Lovette, but it hasn't been able to get a hit on this thing, so it's going to change targets. So I'm going to roll and see where it's going to go. All right, it's going to make a charge attack. Let's see how fast this thing is. I believe it can make it. Yeah, it can go up to 100 feet. So it's going to charge to the northwest at Riz. Single attack.
Okay.
All right, Riz, you are going to be struck for 27 points of damage as this dire mammoth just sort of bursts out. So let's imagine this big ball of bees and marching soldiers and balls of lightning, and it's sort of obstructing most of this dire mammoth. And then bursting out of this cloud of bugs is this wall of meat, and it just comes straight at you and hits you with one of these tusks in front of it.
Awesome. So good.
You're struck for 27 damage, and it just leaves all those bugs behind. Chisel, you're up.
Oof.
When do the creeping dooms go off?
What's
On
that?
our turn or his turn?
It's going to be the next turn
Yeah.
for
It's
you.
in the next turn. So okay, he did get away from before they go off. Okay.
But then once they go on top of them, it'll be at the end of the swarm's turn. It's whatever they end their turn on is what
Yeah.
does
I
damage.
see. Oh, they have their own turn. Okay.
Chisel is going to pass on his turn. He's kind of got his butt whooped in the last time he got hit, and if
Alright.
he sees the dire mammoths coming around.
Okay. Vera, you're up.
All right. I'd like to get a kind of picture of where this dead mammoth is.
Mhm.
Mostly, is its torso closer to the alive one, or is it away from the alive one? What portion of this is fallen, and where is it facing?
Oh,
Relation?
it's like right next to the other one. They're basically in base-to-base contact, so it could the live one could reach over and easily touch the other one. It's almost standing on its dead.
Okay.
Assuming relative, who knows?
In that case, what Vera's going to do is Vera's going to rush over to where this dead mammoth has fallen, and is going to cast Decomposed Corpse, hopefully opening up so it's basically a cage for where the
Okay.
ribs are, so Petra could
Nice.
potentially get a cover bonus from it.
Love it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, that
I like that.
I like it too, but I was going to recommend something to Petra that would probably contradict her to that. I was going to ask, what's the range on your swapping ability?
Well, you can still do that, but I'm doing this.
That's all right. I figured I might ask now in case it would change what you do, but if you're not going to change, then that doesn't really matter.
40 feet.
40 feet, yeah. 40 feet.
40 feet. I don't think that's enough. That's not nearly enough.
No.
Now would be a
couldn't-
very good time for that.
Yeah.
All right. So Vera, you flutter across the battlefield there, zip across rather, and you get over to the dire mammoth, and all these bees are going to land on this dead dire mammoth, and this energy is going to kind of suffuse from your swarm into this dire mammoth as your bees just sort of multiply and dig into this thing, and cause it to sort of bubble out and burn away as your swarm literally devours it immediately, leaving nothing but parched skeletal bones.
Delicious.
Fucking
So-
delicious.
Yeah, there's a big old rib cage of bones there where that creature was. So I'm actually going to see if I can draw on this map in a way that isn't silly. I think I can. Yeah, let's see. Let's give that a try then. Maybe. Yeah, let's put some cover there. Okay.
Beautiful.
So that area is now an area of cover. Okay. And that'll take us over to Petra.
Beautiful. Petra is going to take a 5-foot step into the gore and cover.
Oh, not much gore left. The bees ate it all.
Oh, ate it all. Wow.
Yeah, it's just
So
bleached
all the
bones now.
bones.
Yep,
Just
just bleached
bones.
bones. Yeah,
And full attack.
you got it.
And we're gonna haste, and we have haste on. Yes, we do.
Yep. And then
we do. Yep.
also,
And
while you're
power
doing
attack.
that, Vera, go ahead and roll your damage from your creepy dooms.
Oh, you got it. That's for the one over here, so I believe that one was, is it 9?
I thought it was at 11 so far.
Okay.
It's quite a bit. Let's see.
All right, let's roll it. That's 26.
Might have been. Yeah, I think it might have been 10 actually.
Oh, well,
but it's fine.
I can roll 1d6 to subtract.
Nah, it's fine. I can just take the last one off.
Thank
Okay,
you, dice,
what it
for
would've-
once.
That's what it would have been anyway. It was the last one you rolled in that set, so it'd be 25 damage. Okay, so we'll take 25 HP off it from your swarms. And, okay, Petra, go ahead.
I believe that. Did you get that roll?
I did. Okay,
And I need to resubmit.
so let's see. Yeah, resubmit the first attack, because that would have been an @1 there.
Nope. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, dear. Everybody, home audience, we have ourselves a double @1.
Oh
my God.
At
Damn.
attack number 1. Oh, well, that's gonna like, first of all, that ends your turn,
Yeah.
and it's a pretty bad critical miss. So let's see what we got here.
That's tough, buddy.
Yeah, that's tough
Fuck.
luck. It happens though. Okay. So the critical miss card that we pulled for you here is Eat Dirt. You fall prone and are blinded for 1d3 rounds.
Could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse than that. So you
Yeah.
didn't lose an eye or anything. So, okay. So Petravian, you swing your hammer. However, it's going to catch on these ribs that you're taking cover in. It's going to bounce off the ribs, hit yourself in the head with your own hammer. You're going to fall to the ground, and you just get this sand and stuff in your face. So you got sand in your eyes, and you're like rubbing against it, like trying to get it out of there. So I'm going to put the blinded condition on you.
And everyone laughs.
The audience. I mean, there literally is an audience. Yeah,
Yes, but they can't see me.
Yes, they.
I would.
Well,
that's
I
true.
mean,
They
what-
can't actually see you, so you're right. I guess they won't laugh.
Nobody saw that.
Nobody saw
Uh,
it. It's okay.
I wouldn't have thrown in that extra bit of malice if it were not double ones. I was just
Yeah, no,
It was-
that's
Yeah.
I've
right.
never rolled double ones. Oh.
So I'm gonna roll a d3, and we'll see how many rounds that's gonna. Of course, 3. Okay, so you're blinded for 3 rounds, and you're also prone currently. So that is gonna take us
Okay.
on to Hummel. Hummel, what you doing?
Alrighty. So what Hummel's going to do is Hummel's going to go to in between Petravian and the mammoth, enveloping Petravian as well, which will grant him a bonus.
Lovely.
Although I want to verify that will not show his location, will it?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm getting a hug.
Alrighty. And then can I do a attack on the mammoth?
Yes.
Wonderful. 3d6 coming in. It's gonna be a 13.
13 damage to the mammoth.
Pretty nice.
All right, that'll take us to the beginning of round 6. Hubert, the mammoth, is up. And
love
he's going to check again to see if he can tell where Petravian is. So he's going to do another perception check. And that's going to be a 48. So
Oh, shit. I don't even think I can roll that
I don't know
high.
if you can beat that
I
with
know.
your stealth. So
I'll roll it just for the shiggles.
yeah. So go for it. And it'll have a plus 13, I believe, off your base.
Why
Nope, yep.
are elephants so good at seeing?
Nope.
I don't understand. Is it
Yeah,
because they
so-
have big ears? Is it because they can hear good?
Yeah.
What? I don't.
So, yeah, that'd be a 32. So that's still going to fail, however. So, all right. It's going to still see you, and it's going to try to smash you while you're prone on the ground.
Oof.
So here we go.
Stone shield.
Slams and stomps. Oh, you're
I'm
stone
gonna
shielding?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up a stone shield.
Okay, go ahead. It'll absorb the first 15 points of damage. Okay.
And is that good?
Did you mean to do that twice?
Smell
Nope.
all the fucking Petra's
Okay.
Mountain
Go ahead and
Dew
refund
blood.
one of those. All right. So Petravian, let's see. The first shot's going to hit you for 21 damage. The slam is going to hit you for 18 damage, and the stomps are both going to hit you as well. One for 17 and one for 15. That's going to take you to a total of 30 hit points left out of 164.
Woo!
So you are pretty low on the HP at this point.
Yes.
All right, so you are going to refund some of that though. Like I said, the stone shield is going to be 15 more HP, so you're actually going to be at 45.
Woo!
All right, so you
That's
cast up a
50%
stone
better.
shield, so like some of the sand in front of you is going to come together as a shield of sand, and this mammoth is just going to smash through it. But it does take some of the edge off the damage, and other than that, you're kind of crushed and gored into the ground as this thing is like just wailing down against you. Lovette, you're up.
All right. Well, I've got options. So my marching dooms move. How far was it? Was it 30 feet?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, 30 feet land speed.
Okay. I really need to help out Riz, so I am going to
Bless
do.
you.
I don't know what I can do that's that quick unless the marching dooms will really piss them off. I want these ones to start marching that way as fast as they can, and I'm gonna start casting Summon Eidolon, and hopefully Riz can survive the round, and then Archie will be there to distract them. Because I don't think that the Marching Dooms will draw any attacks away from Riz.
Yeah,
No, I don't think they would.
but the
And
two
I
marching
can't-
dooms on Hubert do get to roll some damage, though.
I sure do. I don't
So-
know. Never done Curing Doom, so
Sure.
was it 46 each?
It would, yes, but since they're stacking up on a target, we do change it a little bit. It's a bit of a
Okay.
house rule. So it's
Okay.
actually going to be 7d6, I believe, for two of them.
That makes sense.
So that you get kind of, what's the proper
It
term
reduces
for that?
by 1 for every extra stat.
Yeah, basically. There's a proper term for it, but my brain is not functioning right.
Diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like
so that's gonna do-
taxes.
25
Yes, it does.
damage to Hubert. And that's going to take us on to Kurla.
The ones that are chasing after the other dire mammoth, like as
Sure.
soon as it ran away, they've got like trumpets blaring and they're all like chasing after it.
So you haven't actually done something yet, though. Sorry. What's Lovette's action?
I was casting Summon Eidolon.
Oh, Summon Eidolon. Perfect. Okay, and that's a full round.
That is a full round.
Wonderful. Kurla, you're up.
Beardy, my question for you is, can 2 meta magic effects stack on the
Yes.
same action?
Yeah, you can stack meta magics. It's just going to keep stacking the level of the spell higher.
Lovely, fair enough. Kurla is going to see Riz get stomped by this dire mammoth, and they're just going to reach up a hand, and it's going to move much faster than you'd expect that hand to move, because they are using their combat healing feat, which lets them cast a cure spell as a swift action, and they're also casting it with a little bit of extended reach on it. So their hand suffuses with this white healing light as they cast Cure Critical Wounds, but instead of that light just pouring into the person as if they were touching them, it's going to ball up into a ball and then shoot across to Riz as they cast Cure Critical Wounds, which I will cast. Let's see if I can get this right. I will cast it. I will refund that because I'm casting it at 5th level instead of 4th level,
Okay.
and I will subtract 2 instead of 1 from my 5th level because I'm also casting it as speedy.
Right. Yes, as a
Okay.
swift action. So Riz, that is going to heal you for 31 hit points, taking you back up to 77 HP.
Awesome.
And
In a-
Curly, you still have a standard action left.
In
And-
addition to this, Kurla will kind of whip their head round because they're hearing a lot of commotion from the south of them, and they'll see Petra getting his ass kicked as well.
Or at least his goo.
Or, well,
See
okay,
goo.
they'll see goo
true.
and
There's
more and
some-
more of this goo, and they'll try and put 2 and 2 together fairly
I have a
quickly.
question. Has
Yeah, someone
Petravian
spilled that
attacked?
cooler.
I'm
Have
sorry?
I landed an attack?
No, I mean if you've attacked, you're no longer invisible.
No.
No.
He actually has
Greater
greater
invisibility.
invisibility on.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
greater
Never
greater
used
doesn't
that
break
one.
when you attack.
Well, that's nice.
That's really
Mhm.
nice.
So yeah, you
It
see
is.
his goo.
Seeing all of this
unless
goo,
you have
The
the
goo.
Yeah,
The
he's
one
literally
in-
the predator right now.
yeah. Problem is, there's always that 1 in 400 chance that you roll double nat ones.
Right, yeah.
Oof.
seeing all of this goo and being naturally rather concerned about it, and also seeing their other comrades a little bit beaten up, they're going to throw up their other hand, so they're kind of doing the, I don't know, the Jurassic World, both arms at once business. And they're going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds Mass. So again, white light this time will come shooting out of their right hand and hit between Lovette, Petravian, and Vera,
Beautiful.
hopefully giving them all a bit of a boost to their HP as well.
Thank you.
All right. Wonderful. So that is going to be hitting a lot of folks.
And that's area of effect, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
That it is.
Just want to make
Nice,
sure,
nice.
so 'cause otherwise it would not hit Vera.
Yeah, it's AoE.
Cool.
So that's going to be Vera, Lovette, and Petravian. Is there anyone else that needs to be actually added into that, or is it just the 3 allies that I'm seeing?
I believe it's just them.
Okay. So in that case, the 3 of you will get 26 hit points back, and that will leave Kurla with a move action left.
Kurla is, I guess, kind of frozen in place in fear, so they're not actually going. No, no, they're kind of frozen in place with indecision of who to run to next, so they're not going to move, and that is the end of Kurla's turn.
Riz, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna take a fucking step back.
Okay.
I don't know how far their hit box is, but
As a rule, they can generally reach at least as far as their token is across.
I'm really bad at math.
We can just
I don't think a attack of opportunity was taken though. Correct?
No.
Not
Okay.
this round for this guy, no.
Swanky. All right.
You can try to defensively cast something.
I usually do pretty good with that, so
Did my not defensive cast provoke, by the way? I forgot if that happens at the beginning or the end of the full round cast.
Oh, I guess it would be at the beginning. So yeah, we'll say it provoked. So that'll burn the one on the next to you.
Anyways, I took a 5-foot step. I'll try to defensively cast. Is that concentration?
It is, but I need to know what spell it is.
It's gonna be Chain Lightning. It's my last one.
Okay. So it is going to be Chain Lightning is 6. So that's going to be 12 plus 15. So that's what, 27? So you need to do a 27 concentration check.
Okay, that I can do. And Chain Lightning's DC will be at 24 using my last rune point.
Okay.
Yay. All right.
All right.
Here comes concentration. 27?
It's exactly what you needed. You needed to roll a
Yay!
5 or better, and you got a 5. It's a good thing you have a lot of concentration. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
holy shit.
Yeah, right? Woo! Woo! That was a close one. Okay.
DC 24.
DC 24. All right, I'll roll these for both of these guys,
DC's nuts.
and they both pass.
They both pass.
They both pass.
Damn,
yes.
that was one of the highest damages I've ever done on Chain Lightning, which is a 72.
Jeez. All right.
So
So Riz,
That
you
was some juice.
sort of cast this thing in such a way that you don't allow yourself to expose of any of your softer bits while you're casting. So
it's
the mammoth
all of
doesn't
me.
have that. Mostly, yeah. And you're going to fire forth this another blast of lightning, and it's going to strike this first dire mammoth and kind of peel across its left side,
Mhm.
and then continue back into the left and strike this other dire mammoth. Strike Hubert in the ass. So the two of them are going to take half damage from that. Still a pretty good chunk of HP from both of them.
Okay.
And that's going to take us on to that dire mammoth. So it's not happy that you just did that to it, and it's going to attempt. It's going to attempt to full attack you.
Let's do this.
So let's see what this looks like. Your AC is probably complete garbage.
Terrible. It's
Complete garbage.
like 21. Yeah, it's 21.
I think they actually can't miss you on anything other than a 1.
Awesome.
So
I might go down. This is fine.
Yeah, this could be bad. Let's see how this goes.
I'm like out of spells anyways. It's fine. Just revive me after the battle's done. It's fine. This is
All right.
fine.
So this dire mammoth is going to come in, and it's going to gore you for 28,
Mhm.
and then it's going to slam you for 26,
Cool.
and then it's going to strike you with 2 stomps. So it comes in, hits you with a tusk,
Uh huh.
smacks you with the trunk,
Yeah.
rears up on his back legs, comes down with both stomps, and those are going to hit you, one for 13 and the other one for 13. That's going to take you to -3. You are still alive,
still
but you are
alive.
unconscious.
I am down though.
You are down, that's for sure. So you are going to be bleeding out.
That could be a lot worse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna be like dead, so this is
Right?
better than
I
the
did
frosty
too.
worm
Yeah.
bite.
Yeah,
Even
so you are now
so,
prone and bleeding.
The slight tinge of green that is sort of natural to Kurla's complexion is going to completely just drain from their face, and it's just going to go completely shock white, and they will scream Riz's name on seeing this. But of course, I'm not going to blow out my mic and your ears.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
All right, that's going to take us over to Chisel.
Oh right, he's here.
Ooh. Chisel is going to bound over to Riz,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully to draw off the dire mammoth. And since he's hasted, he has a land speed of 80, so 160. So he can buzz past the dire mammoth to hopefully draw it off
The
Kurla.
80s with haste.
Oh, that's 80 with haste. So,
Yeah.
but so total 160. He's not going to attack. He's just going to bound past the dire mammoth to try to draw it off.
Okay, so that is going to provoke an attack from the mammoth.
Yes.
All right, it's going to try to hit you with a gore. It's going to get 35, which is enough to hit you. So Chisel takes 24 damage, and then you can go ahead and complete your movement.
My apologies. That didn't
Space
go.
bar to confirm.
Yep. I'm aware. Just didn't. And over to there.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Oh,
Zoom.
Yup.
Gosh,
Okay.
that ding deer. Oh,
Get dang
That-
deer.
that
Alright.
ding deer dare.
That dang deer dare. So that's going to take us to Vera.
All right, Vera's going to complete her babysitting obligation and is going to. So there's going to be these bees. These bees are going to shoot out of Vera's swarm, kind of like needles, into Petravian's body as heal is imbued onto his body, which
Nice.
will grant him what? We're level 15 or 14?
We are.
You're level
14.
15.
We're 15? Damn.
15.
We get a boost next
So
level.
150 plus whatever. But also, I believe
Hell
that will cure his blindness.
I believe
Okay.
it will. Yeah, go ahead and cast heal.
Damn.
Got it.
You sting him in the eyes. You're cured.
Yeah. Yeah, that is exactly what happens. Yeah. So
Thank you.
It
Let's
got
see.
your eyes
It
to
is-
start working.
Yep, it
Yes,
is
the
blinded.
bees.
Okay. So this swarm, descends upon Petra, stings, and it hurts. I'm assuming it hurts like a bitch.
It hurts so good.
It hurts so good. All right.
Yes,
so
the bees.
These little stings just leave a little bit, like they're like leaving residue behind as they're stinging, and they literally are rebuilding you with whatever it is they're stinging you with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah.
typically, when when Vera does this, pretty much any portion that's like missing from a person is rebuilt as this organic hive that slowly returns to like regular skin and that. But you can feel stuff moving inside you for a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. All right,
horrifying.
so that 150 HP will take Petravian back to full HP and remove the blinded condition. So you're back to 164 hit points, and you're only proned now.
I smack his ass. I get back in there and do good, kid.
Do good.
All right, you have a move action.
Wow.
Yes, I believe Vera will then start moving more into the middle, going towards where Kurla is, facing off with a potential death mammoth.
Okay.
Death mammoth, my favorite kind of metal.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Boom. There we go.
Fuck, what was our band name from earlier?
Have to consult the tape.
Oh, it was That Which Hungers, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
That Which Hunger is my favorite Death Mammoth album.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
All right, and go ahead and roll your Creeping Doom damage.
You got it. 10d6.
Yep.
Rolling. That is 42.
Good roll.
Hell
Damn.
yes.
God
All right.
damn, that's a lot of
Yeah.
fives.
It's a lot of good rolls there. Okay. So yeah, they take a nice chunk out of Hubert.
Rip Hubert.
That'll take us over to Petra. Petravian, what you want to do?
Is standing can be considered a 5 foot step or no?
No, but I already
No.
revoked his attack.
Well, okay. Stand up. But I can only attack once, sadly.
Yes, that's true.
But you get a +1.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
built into the attack.
Nice. And a single attack.
Ooh, look at that. Was almost a critical hit.
Ah.
So close. The confirmation
close.
roll was not that good. But anyway, you stand up and you strike with this Warhammer from cover, and that is going to do 18 points of damage to this mammoth.
Woo!
So you strike it, and it's looking a little bit wobbly. I'll say that. It's looking a little bit wobbly.
Yes.
Hummel, what you doing?
All right, well, Hummel's going to stay there to protect Petravian, give him that bonus with his gracious love. And so
Wonderful.
we're going to drop some stings.
Love it.
Buzz,
Let's see it.
motherfuckers.
5.
5. For every good roll, there's always a bad roll. Okay. So you do a little more stings to Hubert, and he's looking pretty bad. That's going to take us up to the beginning of round 7, and Hubert is leader of the initiative. So he's going to try to full attack Petravian, who's now being covered by Hummel and also in cover from this rib cage.
And
Let's
still
see how this
invisible.
looks. And still invisible, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go ahead and roll a perception for him just to make sure you can still perceive him, but I think he actually can't fail it. But I'll roll it anyway.
Is he
Yeah,
getting
40.
but it still gets concealment.
Yeah, he gets concealment, and he is getting some defenses from these ribs here. So he's probably in good shape at this point.
Chilies.
Baby back ribs. With barbecue,
Barbecue
sauce.
sauce.
Not sponsored.
True.
But we could be.
But we
Chili's.
could be. We will take your money, Chili's.
We will
Chili's?
happily dish out for you, Chili's.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I'll
but what
eat,
if Applebee's?
No.
I'll eat the pepper food.
I'll take for wherever. Sure.
know
fuck
what?
it.
Yeah.
If
You
they've
know
got
what?
mozzarella
I'll take the
sticks, I'm
money.
happy.
I'll take the money, and I'll
Yeah.
chill out for any company
Yeah.
here at this point.
Look, if you want a D&D podcast that is restaurant themed, check please is the way to go, right?
Right?
We
Right?
fit in.
It's right there. I mean,
shit, that's beautiful.
yeah, it works. I mean, hell, that could be our gimmick. We could do this thing like live streamed from a restaurant. It'd just be like
No.
around it. So like we get
Absolutely
food
not.
during the
Taking
show,
that.
and we're
Oh,
eating it. And
appetizers.
so we review the food while we're playing D&D.
Look,
It's perfect.
The closest
Whose round is it?
thing
Are we talking combat or drinks?
I'm willing to like. Oof. The closest thing I'm willing to do for like food in the show, though, like besides sponsors, is probably Drink Please, which is pretty much just we need a good backdrop for that mostly before I can start that up. Because the Bard slaps the Druid is gonna be a great, terrible drink.
It is.
We'll see. As long as you have a good idea for what it should be made of.
Oh, I already know what it's made out of.
What's it made of?
It's gin and blue curacao and grenadine. It's terrible.
Sounds awful.
Sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it's supposed to feel like a slap.
Put some honey on the rim.
Oh yeah, honey the rim. Hard slaps the druid, baby.
It's the worst drink.
Really though, that's something.
Okay. So, sadly, only one of those stomps is going to be taken out by the concealment. But let's see about
Everything
the...
else hits.
Well, let's see. So the gore got... Yeah, that's going to hit. The slam might miss. What is your AC?
Come on and
Draven?
slam.
34?
And welcome to the
34.
jam.
And what's the bonus that Hummel's giving you?
It's +1.
It's
right?
+1.
Plus
But
one,
that's
okay.
for attacks, I believe.
Oh, I see.
I think. I didn't make that one up,
Okay.
so that I don't know what that one is.
That's fair. All right. Yeah. So in that case, it looks like the gore is going to hit as well as one of, no, both the stomps. But the slam misses you, so that's nice.
Question: If
Or
the,
more of the
if
stomps
the
was concealed.
+1 on attacks, would that have changed the critical confirmation?
No. No, it would not have. Yeah, you were actually too short.
Oh.
Yeah, so you would have been one short with the extra bonus.
You need to get to the next base, and then it's a +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you there. All right, so Petravian, you take 18 damage from the
Okay.
gore,
Yep.
and you're gonna take 17 damage from a stomp. The
Ouch.
slam's gonna miss you, and the other stomp's gonna be taken out by concealment. So you
Nice.
only struck with those 2 attacks instead of all 4.
Yay!
That'll take us on to Lovette.
All right, so Archie gets summoned at half
Alright.
his max HP, and I want him to be in. I was looking for this and I couldn't find it, but Xeno, you'll know. The creeping dooms, do they hurt us? They don't hurt us, right?
Okay, so yes, they do.
They do.
The only reason
Oh.
why my swarms aren't is because we're like, it's a swarmonger. They can control
Okay.
the swarms.
Okay, then I
Wait,
will
no.
drop him over on the
Yeah.
right so that he's adjacent to the dire mammoth, but not in their path.
All right, so you want him there?
Yeah.
Also, sorry,
Okay.
I misspoke. All
Oh.
swarms hurt like everyone, unless it's
Okay.
like me and my own like swarm.
Mhm.
Cool.
And
They're angry little
Hummel.
fuckers.
Hummel doesn't
Yeah.
hurt.
Tetra.
Targets, yeah.
So does Archie need
Uh,
to be quite that close?
Archie?
Hmm.
No, he doesn't need to be that close. Would you rather I summon him like here?
That works a little bit better for what I'm about to do. Or is that
Okay.
too meta? Is that too metagamey?
Well, what
Just
actually could
help
I?
us out with what tactics you want to do so that we can do this
Yeah.
fast.
I don't.
I was going to
Actually,
throw
you know
up a
what?
blade barrier on the next turn, and if I'm throwing it up as a
There
sort
we
of
go.
fence
I'm gonna
around
put
the
him
dire
there,
mammoth,
so he'll give you some protection.
Maybe,
He's in range of both mammoths.
Nice.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
probably
yeah,
a
yeah.
better move.
And then these guys are gonna run up.
Okay, and your Marching Dooms move up. Okay,
Yeah.
so in that case, go ahead and roll the 76 for the Marching Dooms.
All right, for mammoth, for first one for Hubert,
Yep.
that is 20.
Okay, Hubert takes 20 damage from the Marching Dooms.
Another one is 27.
Takes 27 from the
Nice.
Marching Dooms.
Nice,
All
nice,
right,
nice.
good stuff. Good stuff. All right, and that is the end of your turn. That's going to take us around to
Oh.
Kurla.
Actually, that was I didn't actually do an action.
My apologies. Back to Lovette.
No worries. Sorry about that. I want to. We're all hasted and all that good shit. I could try slowing them again. Really sorry about that. You know, I think I'm gonna cast another Marching Doom. I want to move up with my move right here. I'm
Mhm.
gonna cast another one.
Okay.
Burn that.
Another
up.
Marching Doom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there'll be 2 to each mammoth again.
Okay.
Do they hurt each other?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, that is going to take us over to Kurla.
Get him.
Okay, Kurla is going to... They've got their blade in their hand, and they're just going to thrust it up in the air, and as they do, this wall of blades is going to of this shimmering energy-made blades is going to shoot up from the ground as they cast Blade Barrier, and they're going to cast it in a radius around the dire mammoth to their east.
Okay.
So I have no option for drawing that on the map, unfortunately.
Oh, that's fine. So let's see. It's just going to ring the thing?
It's going to ring the thing, but it's not going to touch the thing currently, because if it touches the thing, it gets a save, but I want it to have to move through it to make an attack.
Okay. So like that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So it should be around it and around the Marching Dooms as well.
Now, are you casting that defensively, or are you provoking to do that?
I'm provoking to do that.
Did me running up not provoke from either of these guys? I forgot
You
to
running
ask.
up. You running up would have provoked. You're right. So it's
Okay,
actually burned
okay.
out its attack opportunity. Thanks to little Lovette.
Yay!
Thank you, Lovette.
Thank you.
Very, very effective means to counter a lot of their damage.
Tactics. I'm dead, so.
having thrown up this blade barrier, Kurla is just gonna start absolutely hauling ass over to Riz.
Okay.
They're just gonna run.
Yeah,
They don't give a
you're
shit how
hasty,
close
you're
they
good.
get to this thing. They're just running to Riz's side, which doesn't provoke.
No, well, it would, but it's out of.
It would, but it's out of provoke. In that case, having arrived there, they will once again expend their combat healing ability to cast a curing spell on Riz as a swift action,
Okay.
and they will cast Cure Critical Wounds
Alright.
on
Wonderful.
Riz. So,
And that one can be done without having to turn it into a reach spell, so that's good.
yes.
All right. You lay a hand on Riz and heal them for 30 HP. Right. That is going to remove the bleed effect from you.
Oh, fuck.
And
Yeah,
that
so
puts
you were
you back
right.
up to positive 27.
Oh. I feel like I just got the shit beat out of me. Or stomped out of me, more accurately.
Yeah, that'd be because you were. Just stay there. We're not. You're gonna be all right. Hang in there.
All right. And that's going to take us over to Riz. Riz, you are prone
I'm
currently.
prone? Okay.
You can stand as a move action if you so choose.
Yeah, I'm... Yeah. I will stand.
All right. You are no longer prone.
Thank you. I'm gonna throw a rock at that mammoth.
All right.
A rune rock.
Ah,
rock.
okay.
Mhm.
It's not
Okay.
like you weren't just like grabbing something off the arena floor.
No,
Like,
I have rocks in my pockets constantly. It's weird, I know.
I mean, it's pretty normal for an old person.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Um,
sounds
Yes,
right.
rock
so you
while
throw
I
a
was-
hard candy at the.
How would you like
Or there's
me to throw?
So to do that, that's just going to be a ranged attack
Okay.
under the combat tab.
26.
Okay. And where are you aiming that rock?
Just at his feet.
At his feet?
Yeah.
How big is that explosion?
It's either 5 by 5 or 10 by 10. Let me double check it.
Yeah,
Miles.
go ahead and double check that. 10 miles across. Kill most of the city.
It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah.
Rip. In the arms of the angel.
All creatures within a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
So just one square, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and cast it then.
I can do that even with like throwing the rock in?
Oh, so you weren't. What did you want to do?
Well,
just
I
toss the rock
didn't
in
know
and
if
then
you
cast
would
it
let
next
me-
round?
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
if that would be considered an action. I didn't
Yeah,
want to overcomplicate this.
No, you're probably right. That would be stretching the action economy a bit.
Yeah.
So you get up, you fish a rock out of your pocket, and you toss it, and it lands at the feet of the dire mammoth.
Yep.
Alrighty, that's going to take us to that very same dire mammoth. Yeah, it's going to try to... Let's see. Yeah, it's going to reach out and try to attack Kurla. And when it does, that's going to strike the blade barrier. So let's see what that looks like. DC 22 or take... 15 D6. Is that right? Passing through it?
It's an ouchie of a spell.
Yeah, it
so
is.
good.
Reflex for half. Okay.
Oh,
So-
uh-oh.
It's reflex,
Alright.
though. They
True.
can fail.
Yeah.
No, reflex
The
is
reflex-
They're
so
giant
good.
elephants. They have the reflexes of a tiny
It's
cat.
better than their
Yeah,
fortitude.
reflexes are still crazy good. It is better than Fortitude by about 10
That's true.
points. Which is... I mean, the reflex is better than their will, but... not by
Half
that
of
much.
It's worked
15d6
for
if
me.
they win it is still
Yeah.
half of
Okay,
15d6.
so it's
I'll
going to
take it.
try to move out of the blade barrier completely. So it's going to try to take that 15d6 damage to get out of there, and then it'll make an attack against Kurla if it survives this. So here we go. That is going to be a DC 22 reflex to get out. It gets 24, so it's going to take half damage. So go ahead and roll me 15d6, please.
Come on, dice, you're killing me here. Literally.
That's quite a bit of ones. Okay, it's going to take 21 damage.
Woo.
And it is going to attack you with a single attack because it moved. That is a gore, so it gets out of this blade barrier. So as it moves out, all these little ethereal blades are like scratching it up and slashing at it, and it gets out of there, and it's going to hit you with one of its tusks for 23 damage.
I'm going to throw up a stone shield.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Thank you. So, as
Um,
usual, hands thrown down and thrown up again, and a wall of sand, I guess, in this case. Will.
Okay, you did
Take a little bit of that.
use your swift action though, right?
Stone shield's an immediate action.
Right. It uses the same.
Does
It
it?
uses the same. It's just immediate is not on your turn, but it takes the same slot as a swift.
Oh, then I
Go ahead
retract
and,
that.
go ahead and refund that.
Mea culpa.
That's fine. Anyway, so you are struck for 23 damage. I believe I already hit you with that. Yeah, I assume I already clicked that on you. And we'll move on. So that'll take us to Chisel.
Chisel is going to make his way over towards Petra.
Okay.
Not target, my apologies. There we go.
Gonna charge in and take out this dire mammoth. Hubert,
You know what?
you the big damn hero.
He is. He's going to try for it. He's going to go for it.
All right.
But he's going to get close enough to Petra so that Petra can heal him.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Oop, too close, my apologies. And we'll go with a gore.
Okay. He's gonna get
See if-
one attack of opportunity against you.
Didn't
He's out of-
Lovette burn those? Or no?
He's out of
No.
range. Lovette's rather out of range of this guy, so
Oh, okay. I thought
he's
he
gonna get
burned
one.
It's
Uh,
a new
that's-
turn, anyways.
Yeah. So that is gonna hit. He gets to 36 to hit, and that's gonna deal 24 damage. So Chisel is
He's
down
still
to 11 hit points.
Yep.
And can still do something. So what do you want Chisel to do?
Yeah, I want him to gore him. Gore his
Okay.
ass.
Go ahead.
Specific.
And sing. Yep.
I just love the idea of, the little elk
29.
running in and goring this massive mammoth that's
By 1 point, you got it.
Yes!
Ooh, nice.
All right.
For
So-
12.
For 12 damage. So my question is, Chisel,
God damn
would
it.
you like to put some spice on those dice?
I'm so sorry, Vera.
Every time Petravian over here. It's like, oh, you're about to kill this thing?
So,
I mean, it would have been Archie if not Chisel.
Yeah.
so Chisel starts stomping his front foot, snorts, and just charges in full gore. He gets a smack across the face from the dire mammoth, but goes straight for the eyes.
Okay.
Straight for the eyes.
So Chisel,
Straight for the eyes.
Chisel gets in there, takes a tusk to the side, jumps up, antlers down. Each one sticks into one of the dire mammoth's eyes, Blood spurts out, its legs turn to jelly, it falls to its side, and it is no more. Chisel pops its antlers out of his eye holes there, and walks over, looks at Petravian, blood pouring down its antlers, and it's gonna look at Petravian and snort. Archie, you're up.
So, what would I need to roll to pick up this dead mammoth and throw it at the alive one?
Okay, so the mammoth is bigger than Archie, so that's going to be a tough
he's
one.
He's a strong boy.
He is a strong boy, that's true.
Strong.
Yeah, I mean, he's big. I don't know if he's that big, so...
Well, that's why I'm asking, what would I need? Like, I'm wondering if it's worth risking.
It'll be a strength check, so...
Yeah.
Let's see,
what's
Archie's carry limits here?
Archie's carry limit is in the tons.
Above head. Yeah, it's 33,000 pounds above head.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably less. That's probably less than what these guys weigh. Is the problem.
Okay.
Dire mammoth weight.
The math we do.
Yeah, it's like, how much does a dire mammoth weigh? I don't want kilograms. I'm an American.
I want freedom units.
Yeah, I want it in French fries and hamburgers. Fuck.
God.
2.2 kilograms or 2.2 kilograms?
Interesting. Did you know that for yarn, you can have 26 miles worth of yarn inside a bag of holding? We did the calculations.
Of course you did.
Okay.
This is Wiki.
All right. So a regular mammoth would weigh upwards of 22,000 pounds, and these are dire mammoths, so they're a size category larger than that, which means they're 4 times the weight typically.
Okay.
So they're probably somewhere in the tune of 88,000 pounds.
Well, fine.
So you could
All right.
try.
Alright, he's gonna
You could try that and have Kurla and Riz both die.
Right, he's just gonna walk up here. Well, this blade barrier is a real challenge for him to get around.
Just going to ask, is dispelling a thing like blade barrier a free action, or does that require something on my actual turn?
It is, that would be I believe the ending the effect would be a swift action, but it has to be on your turn.
Got it. Shit. Didn't see this one coming.
Yeah, it happens.
Fudge.
Well,
You don't reach from there.
luckily,
Whoop.
we might be able to have Betravian run up and swap
Swarm
a
swap.
roo.
That's what I was trying to measure, but that was the wrong button.
Alright. Let's see, alright. I do forget that we're hasted, so he's got 60 feet of movement. But that's
Hey, he's pretty quick.
still not enough to get all the way over there. Because I can get him there on my turn.
What's happening?
You know what? Archie is gonna delay until immediately after my next turn.
You got it.
Wrong.
Delayed till after your next turn, so that'll put him up to initiative 19.
Yeah. So I don't think he's doing anything
Okay.
useful on this turn.
Actually, we can put him to 2002.
Well,
There we go.
I suppose if
Okay.
he was up there, they would get a little bit of AC bonus, but I don't know if that's gonna save him from a fucking dire mammoth.
So where was that in the initiative order? Chisel had just gone. That
yeah,
means
it's
Vera's
Vera.
next. All right, Vera, you're up.
All right, Betravian, are you able to do that or no?
Yeah, I can
Okay,
get
cool.
there and swarm swap.
So, what Vera's going to do is Vera's going to fly up along this blade barrier,
Mm-hmm.
and the swarm is going to start swirling around in like kind of a murmuring formation as a Finger of Death is cast on this mammoth.
Let's go!
So this is
All
either
right.
going to be really nice or a 3d6.
Okay, it's Fortitude 22, which I don't think
Nope.
the dire mammoth can technically fail that. So let's see what happens.
No.
All right, Fortitude 22, and it gets a nat 20.
Oh,
Because of course it would.
Because
Reveal
Reroll?
that.
I-
There you go.
That
Reveal
might-
to everybody. Reroll? Okay.
Yeah?
I mean,
that might
Does
be
it matter? Wait,
pointless.
does this? I don't know. Every fortitude save is like
Don't-
always
don't
pass. I
reroll
can't
it.
remember.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got a pretty huge bonus to
all
Fortitude.
right. Fuck
so
it.
it's- Yeah.
I remember him auto passing a 26, so a 22 is not gonna
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so that is going to be
So 3d6 plus 15.
Yeah, go ahead.
6 and
So I guess my question is, when you cast Finger of Death,
As a bee.
are
24.
you? Is each one of your bees firing a little energy
Yeah,
blast?
so am I actually, can I do like 10,000 d6 plus 15? So no, I think that it's more of a like choreographed effort between them.
Okay.
If it's one, then it would be just it doing it.
Oh, what if you're what if the swarm literally forms like a pointing hand, like a finger?
I was
I
thinking
thought
about
of that, and I was like, that'd be really fucking stupid.
No,
It is.
that's way
See,
too cartoony, right?
My thought was way less cartoony, which was that all the bees do like a Power Ranger Ginyu Force thing, and then they all put their little bee hands together, and it shoots from the center point of
Okay.
them.
So what I was thinking was they all turned around and like all of their stingers pointed in like one point, and then that
That's good,
point
too.
shot
It's like a
out.
Death
Ooh, I
Star.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Boom.
exactly.
Okay, I get it. Okay,
I like that one the best.
we're a silly group. Okay, so you deal 24 damage to the dire mammoth, and that's going to take us over to Petravian.
Good try, Vera. Good try.
Oh boy. Okay, Petravian is going to sprint up and all through the dire mammoth's corpse to that
Okay.
point. He is then, as he's running, just dissolve into a bunch of bees and swarm swap with Riz.
Oh, thank you.
That is 5 feet out of your range.
No, it's not 40. It's 40,
That's-
right?
Yeah, and Riz is 45 feet from you.
I did the measurement. God damn it. Okay.
Aren't
I
you
mean,
hasted?
you're hasted. What? Like, just go the 5 feet.
Oh yeah.
You can go 60
Yeah.
normally, like when you're hasted, right? Right.
No, my land speed is at
No.
40.
So his doubles to 40. His normal move's what, 20 feet? Is that right?
God damn it.
I'm going to run through the I am going to run to this point, and then run to this
What is
point.
this point?
I'm gonna run right past the swarm of Vera, and run right next to Riz's south.
Okay.
While I'm doing that, laying on hands on myself, so as to give myself a little bit of a buff.
Okay, so that is going to provoke from the dire mammoth as you run
That's
up.
fun. Yep.
So go ahead and do the swift healing yourself first.
Mhm.
Your HP back before I take it away.
Yep.
All right, so you heal yourself for 35 hit points. Very nice. That
Mhm.
takes you back to full. And this guy's going to try to gore you as you approach, and that's going to hit you for 24 damage.
Are you still invisible?
Okay.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yes.
For the
Oh,
mammoth, though.
you are. I'm sorry.
Would that
Yes.
provoke if he's invisible?
No, I'm going to refund that. Sorry about that.
Beautiful. Teamwork. Thank you.
All right, you're good. After that, Hummel.
All right. Well, Hummel is going to try and make their way to the mammoth. So let's see how far we can get. I think they can only go 40 feet, so we'll just have them go 40 feet in a line piece so that they're not overlapping with Archie, so Archie doesn't get hurt.
Noted. Line block. Okay. You got it. That'll take us to the beginning of round 8. Lovette, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to fly right up next to this guy. Hopefully provoking, and then I'm going to cast, or use my...
How? Just as a question, how tall is that blade barrier?
20 feet high.
Okay, cool. You're good. All right, continue,
Okay.
Lovette. Sorry.
I was gonna... would it affect me anyway?
It's
It's
magical,
magical.
so yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know his Creeping Doom wouldn't, and that's a spell.
Yeah, the spells to summon them. Their actual attacks aren't magic, though.
I see. And then I'm going to use Transposition.
Okay.
I don't wanna use it. Yeah, I don't think I want to be right there. Well, I do kind of want to keep provoking. Yeah, I'll just do the regular Maker's Call, actually.
Okay.
And,
Go ahead and
Bring
dump Archie
Archie.
in any spot adjacent to you.
yeah, right here.
Alrighty.
turns into his little sphere and it crawls right around the blade barrier. Comes up next to me. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Archibald redeploys right next to Lovette
Yeah.
and is
He's
up.
getting full attack.
Right, and flanked.
And
Power
flanking.
attack. That's +2.
+2.
Okay. 4
Come
attack.
on, buddy. You got this.
Those are some numbers.
Those are a lot of numbers.
So 35,
Alright.
a 31, a 23, a 27, a 39, a 32, a 43, and a 27.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
couple things that I do need to probably go over here. So,
Yes.
those buffs,
Mhm.
haste, mage armor, full strength, and the extra arms,
Yeah.
all of those effects would end upon death.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
that'll take away the last 2 attacks then.
Yeah. So, if you want to go ahead and resubmit that,
I guess.
It has to
It
take
was a
the
pretty good
damage
roll
away.
by my standards.
it was
but
a
I'll
pretty
do
good
it.
roll. But go ahead and resubmit it because yeah,
All right, let
he's
me-
not going to be as he's not going to have all the other attack buffs on him and stuff because haste gives him bonuses to hit too.
Oh, I hasted one. The turn I summoned those other days, so I realized that. Okay. Oh, we'll just do. Oh, I forgot to add the +2. So I guess this is all with +2s.
With +2s on that. Okay.
Yeah, might be.
No worries.
Uh,
What do we got?
Okay, so we've got a 38. Well, so 40, that's going to hit. A 41 that's going to hit. 31 that's going to hit. 34 that's going to hit. 29 that hits, and 36 that hits. So every
Yes!
single attack is going to strike.
Okay, nice,
All
nice,
right.
nice.
good.
So that is 19 damage, 20 damage, 22 damage, 29 damage, 25 damage, and 27 damage, taking the dire mammoth to -48 HP
Oh,
and
shit.
dead.
Damn.
Archie,
Beautiful.
what
Well
happens with
done,
spice in
Archie.
those dice?
So, do they have a tail?
Yes.
Frustrated that he, for whatever reason, was not allowed to pick up the other one. He's going to grab him by the tail and just swing him into the blade barrier,
Oh,
and then like
Alright.
around him into the Colosseum wall.
Nice. So Archie grabs a hold of this thing, drags it toward the blade barrier, and like putting a side of beef into a turned over lawnmower.
Yes.
There's just blood and gore just scatters and just fans upward, showering the northern part of the stands in blood. People
Splash
are
zone.
losing their minds over this.
Oh hell yeah!
That's
Splash
amazing.
zone, baby.
I'm
That's
just glad I'm oscillating.
beautiful.
So that is going to effectively end combat.
Well done, everyone.
So the people of town are just losing their minds. The announcer kicks back on and says, "Well, I think I've seen it all, folks. This group here, oh boy. Where are my notes? What were these people called again?
Oh my god.
Oh, Fortune's Flavor. Right. That was terrific.
It's favor!
I mean, you're right there. Go get him.
So there are cheers and screams, and yeah, people, like I said, they are losing their mind over that fight. That was some wild shit they just saw. They weren't expecting somebody to decompose one of the mammoths and use it as cover, making a blade barrier, shooting balls of lightning all over the place, summoning little robot soldiers. It was wild. This fight had everything. People are going to be talking about this for at least a half a day.
Oh no, we're a meme.
Oh no, we are meme.
But no, that's okay because that means in the next 2 weeks it's going to show up on Facebook
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
2
right.
weeks later,
for
the
one
boomers are gonna see it.
extra day of exposure.
Yeah.
For when the boomers want to joke about us.
So so big rounds of applause and cheers from the audience, and
feel
you all are, thanked for your entertaining combat, and the arena will recess before the next fight, and people go to get their confections and use the bathroom and all that.
Well,
Oh shit, we get to go on recess? Oh man, I love recess.
Recess
as
is
soon
great.
as there's a moment, Kurla will just reach out and put their hand on Riz's shoulder and cast heal.
Hey,
Is everyone all right? As I coalesce as Vera.
I spit blood out.
Kurla's
Yeah,
actually
I'm
licking
great.
the blood off their face from getting splurted by that dire mammoth. They're actually just sort of.
Were they always like that?
Me?
Yeah, like red.
No, this is a new color for me. So, yeah, I'm doing great. Honestly. I think I lost a tooth. Oh well. That's fine.
That's easy enough to get back.
You
I
just
think I
shove
can
it back
probably
in, yeah.
regenerate that, but the heal might help without that. Kurla's just looking a little bit shell shocked at the whole thing.
Can we leave? Can we
Yeah, let's get out of the
now?
let's,
Let's
yeah.
get out of this.
You guys can
Death
leave.
pit.
Yeah.
So we leave probably for Faustus's place again, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
You head out.
before
Oh,
leaving,
go ahead.
Vera tries to take one of the tusks off, but it just won't come off because it's just a fucking dire mammoth bone.
Yeah, I mean the tusk probably weighs more than you do.
ton.
So
I mean, notably, you have the best survival check, so if you really want to carve that shit.
No, well,
Mhm,
Vera starts to do it, but it looks embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like she's trying too hard.
Oh.
She just leaves.
Oh.
No
Ugh.
bad.
She starts hitting it with Mellifera's sting. It just
I was
won't
gonna say,
won't
yeah.
shatter.
Do you want to try to sever it with Mellifera's sting?
Do it.
No,
Okay.
Chips.
I don't want to ding up my precious good old weapon.
Not my sleeve.
This is
Anything
my
but
telephone. This is my telephone to Mellifera.
my big sissy
My
talks to
walkie-talkie.
me through this.
Oh my lord.
All right.
Mom,
so we'll
don't
put
take
you all
my
back.
cell phone.
You all return to the villa. I'm assuming is where you're going to be heading.
Turn off. There we go.
So yeah, feel free to remove any of the buffs that you need to remove, and you guys are back in the villa.
Ugh.
Well, that was a bloody fiasco.
You know,
I always thought it was kind of fun.
better than I thought it would go, so it's fine.
Yeah, but what happens
Oh.
next? If we do this again, we're just gonna die.
God.
I don't know. Okay, I mean, if they just keep getting bigger, that's
We
not...
would just stay the same size.
Let's just pray that they just get bigger and not more, yes?
I'm pretty sure Petravian almost got turned into mulch. I couldn't see it, but I'm pretty sure it was happening.
I was fine. Mostly.
There was green
Is
stuff
that going on
everywhere.
now? Is the
Just did
goo...
a
Wait,
phenomenal job.
are
Didn't
you where
die?
the goo is coming from?
Yeah, that's a new one.
Kurla reaches out and touches Archie and again casts heal. And then is actually going to cross over to Chisel, and seeing Chisel looking a little bit worse for wear is also going to cast heal.
Alrighty.
So that should burn 2 uses.
Yeah. You deliver 300 hit points of healing in quick succession.
God damn.
Take the eyeballs off of
Yeah.
chisels off the.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Wait, what?
Kurla's not even thinking
Vera,
about
Vera,
moderation
do
at
you
this
need
point. They're
this?
just getting everyone healed up.
What? What? Why'd you tear off his eyes? It's terrifying.
What?
No, the eyeballs on his antlers
Oh, that's
What?
disgusting.
from the dire mammoth.
Yeah, because he
Oh.
gored the dire mammoth in the
I mean,
eye.
it's mostly eye goo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because that eye
that's
would be
fine.
way too big to just stay there.
Yeah.
I'd like to
You,
make
like,
a
walk like this.
alchemy check to see if there's anything that I can use it for in alchemy.
Sure. If dire mammoth eye goo has
Is useful?
As a
alchemical
component.
uses, yeah, go for
I
it.
have so little in alchemy.
That's your own fault.
Notch 20. Go
See
for
what
it.
you got.
12.
Nice.
What do I know, Daddy?
You you know that this eye ichor could be used to make a very powerful dark vision potion.
Yeah, I could use that.
Right.
And I'll put it in some bottles.
The other one. There you go.
Why did the eyes fart?
It's a very
It
good question.
squelches
ain't
when
it?
it comes off.
scorches.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was
so
Petra farting.
Okay. Just curious, that's all.
Yeah. Good job, buddy. You took that one out. You took it like a champ, too.
Chisel just regards you and does nothing.
You did
Thank
a
you,
good
buddy.
job out there, Archie. You really put on a good show, Valley One.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
was-
Kind of rough.
It was difficult.
You did good. You did great.
Thank you. I tried as hard as I could.
Yeah, I think it showed, and everybody really liked it. That was usually what yelling for.
I'm unsure if that is accurate. But thank you for attempting to make me feel better.
I think it's pretty accurate. You just need to put him through the blender.
You saved my ass there, Archie, and Rez's for that matter. You did a fantastic job. Thank you. And
I
Kurla
do not
will
want them harming my friends.
pat
I
Archie.
will try to protect you as much as I can.
We only got 2 more, so we don't worry about it too long. Except for when other things attack us, but we're trying to avoid those.
Well, I'm surprised Riz hasn't tried attacking the announcer yet. Wait, where's Riz?
They just went
Riz.
inside the house.
Oh shit,
Excuse
they're
me?
going to attack the announcer!
Did they attack the announcer?
Why would the announcer be here?
Wait, what?
Right here.
They wouldn't. They'd be over at the arena. That's what we're talking about.
I don't think that they attacked the announcer. I hope they didn't.
I don't know. They were screaming a lot whenever he was talking, so...
But he kept calling us false and slip.
Flarshins
Yeah.
flavlovloa?
This is throwing me off now. Your virgin's favor?
Look, we'll
Go
make sure they're up to date on it before the next one.
Petravian, you find Riz just chilling against a wall inside the building. And then just kind of look over at you.
He nods. Just, you okay?
I'm alive. I am good. How are you?
I am alive. I'm good.
Good. Great. Awesome. Was there more to this?
No, just making sure you're okay.
Yup, we have established that.
I too am alive and am good.
Congratulations, Vera. I am glad you are alive and good.
What? I didn't say anything. Oh, that was me.
You sound the same.
Yeah, isn't that a horrible part of this entire conundrum? When both your characters sound the same?
Do you think we should check in with Faustus and, see if he's heard about how the match went, how we're doing reputation-wise?
Sounds good. Faustus! I'm calling already before opening the door.
Yeah. All right, you open the door and you see Faustus finishing up some business with someone else who is, leaning in and sort of whispering something near his head. He's going to nod and walk out the door to the south and leave.
Oh well, now I
Just-
trust him so much more.
Oh
Faustus
yes.
turns to the rest of you. I just heard about your victory. Very interesting. Very impressive, from what I've heard.
Dire mammoths. 3 of them.
I mean, it was rough. We pretty normal for us, I think.
You look not too much worse for the wear. Where's that other one? The one that always seems angry?
Oh, she's
I'm
coming.
right here. Oh, you mean the
Good,
other one that
good.
always seems angry, right?
Vera walks in and is scraping, this goo that's on her hand into some bottles. Using a, carving knife. Just
good.
Any part of that?
over the place.
Making sure that none of you were lost in the arena. There are still 2 bouts left, you know.
Ugh.
Yeah, and
What's
what's that
the
supposed
worst?
to be?
What's
Well-
the worst that you've seen thrown at someone who's trying to do it with you?
Well, the good news is, after your showing against those mammoths, they've decided to bump you to the grand arena. So, welcome to the big times.
Does that mean they're
Wait.
going to get our name right this time, or?
Oh, I'm sure they'll get your name right. Don't you worry.
Is that the same arena that I was in?
Indeed, yes. You've been there a few times, I should say.
Are we fighting like prison elves now, or is it seeing monsters?
Oh, heavens no. You're a bit above prisoners, don't you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Petra kind of qualified for that not long ago. And this is where he was fighting.
I'm sure, because they use that arena for executions, right?
Alright, we're not execution elves, are we?
No, that's so crass. No, you're there for tests of your skill and prowess. There's not much testing against someone condemned to die. No. You're going there to fight some such monster or other, I'm sure. They have a whole menagerie beneath that building filled with every manner of beastie, I'm sure.
Just an exasperated sigh from Vera.
Yeah, Rizz'll probably have one too.
Well, worry not. You get through 2 more of those fights, and every single person in the city will have your name on their lips. And you can ask whatever you want. No one will be able to say no, because, well, they're far too entertaining.
How often do they have mimics? Or do they ever have mimics?
Oh, why, Petra? Why?
I
Why?
can't say I've ever seen one in the arena, personally.
No, that's...
I mean,
Just
would
a-
you know if you had, or would it not just look like something else? Isn't that the point?
What is the arena a mimic? Do we know it's not?
I mean, the mimics could have been. No, they died. You would have seen them and be mimics when they died.
I mean, like, because I mean, it's not impossible for the whole arena to just eat do the self-alcohol in the arena.
Are there mimics big enough to do that?
Do they get bigger?
They get as big as mountains.
Really?
All right,
That's what
Lovette.
they tell you non-children anyway.
Which ones are the
Let's
mimics
calm
now?
down there,
Those are
Lovette.
the-
All right, breathe.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't think a mimic would be a big deal, but if it's a whole arena mimic, then it would just eat us like that.
No,
You all
if it's
right into the stop system.
Petra turns to Riz. Would you be okay attacking if it's a dragon?
Why not?
Oh, fuck no. Absolutely not.
What?
No fucking dragons. No.
Vera
I look
does-
at Faustus. Right? No.
I mean, I don't really control what they send after you, but I mean, the dragon would be a worthy opponent, don't you think?
Absolutely not. That is absolute horseshit.
What about a
So-
small dragon, though?
If a dragon were to be sent against you, what would you do? Would you simply leave the arena?
I mean, I don't want to
Come on.
die.
Well, then
That's
you
number
defend
1 on the
yourself.
list.
It
Trust
sounds
me,
like you-
it's not that bad.
You would have the situation well in hand, I'm sure. You're
I
all
s-
very competent people.
I squint at my brother. Not that bad? How many dragons have you killed?
No, dying, it's not that bad.
Could we maybe avoid like dying as much as possible, because that I can only bring
Maybe
so many of you
somewhat
back so many bloody
expensive.
times.
What the fuck's wrong with you, brother?
Also, I think Petra makes an interesting. Well, I guess
Clever.
it wasn't the point he was making, but you make an interesting point. All the dragons we fought turned out to be really nice. Or
Right.
kind of nice. Well, you know, for how nice they have to be, which is not that nice at all.
You guys have fought dragons?
No, they always worked out with us. The
Oh.
closest we came to fighting was the one we had to give all the money to in the desert.
Ah.
Oh, and Belle's mother, there was a one.
Yeah, Burst.
Yeah, but we avoided fighting that.
All right. Who is Bear?
I don't really know a good answer to that question. He's a dragon, I guess.
Yeah, because you all forgot about him.
Oh shit! Wasn't that the dragon that? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, you guys issues taken care
Do you
of
think
it.
he's okay?
I don't know.
Look, I don't. You can't.
It's not my
worry about
problem.
this. Yeah. But he's anyway. Anyway,
Yeah, but still.
Beardy, is there tea on the table anywhere?
Yeah, there's tea on the table.
Kurla's gonna grab tea and just start pouring cups of tea for anyone, regardless of whether or not they actually want one or not. They're just gonna start pouring it out and setting them in front of people.
I'll take my tea.
Okay, thank you.
Petra takes a little sip. It's not as sweet as it used to be. Vera, you got some honey?
Oh, for the love of...
No, fresh out. I just like plop a jar of honey in front of Petravian.
My God, was that a joke?
I like look
You
at.
feeling all right,
I
Vera?
look at Kurla. I just roll my eyes.
What are you going to do if you play on out of honey?
Starts putting in an exorbitant amount of honey.
Kurla's gonna sip their tea and then
There it
reach for... Is there meat on the table?
Oh yeah, there's. It's Faustus's dinner table. There's always everything on this thing.
Alright, they'll reach for a bit of meat, and just pause and hesitate and realize that they're still licking some of the blood from that mammoth off their face, and kind of think better of it, and actually dig into their pouch instead and pull out a piece of their disgusting rotten meat.
Is that the same disgusting rotten meat that has happened to have the
Drugs!
Lotus?
Oh my God!
Drugs!
You're right.
Drugs!
Yes, it is.
Oh boy!
I was going to wait to have them reveal that,
Yes!
but... Yep, Kurla's just going to start munching on this meat sort of absent-mindedly, just still replaying the battle in their mind, and just sip the tea, munch on the meat.
It is time.
Would you Yeah, no, that's good. So, could you refresh my memory? What exactly was placed in that pouch with that meat?
It was Black Lotus.
Yep.
Heroin!
Oh boy! Oh boy! The flower, not like refined, I'm guessing, but just the flower still. Oh.
Black Lotus from the Kadali, and it's been in there
I'm gonna
ever since.
find out why they call them Fortnite fun times. Wait, no, that's wrong context in modern. I hate modern English. I'm done speaking.
No! Oh, that face! Oh no!
Okay. All right. So, Faustus is sitting at the other end of the table, just, sipping whatever he's got in front of him. Some sort of rendered down, like, who knows what kind of insane things he has on his plate. But he sort of sips at his extremely expensive wine, and he's gonna ask how it all went and how you feel your chances are gonna be for tomorrow.
Okay, no save for Kurla?
No.
Okay, cool.
There is no saving.
There is
Kurla.
no save. Okay.
There's no save. No.
There's just over there.
Honestly, I think it went really well. It could have gotten a lot worse. Though, I will admit, I think we should try to plan out how we're doing this next one. These are
Yes.
getting more complicated. And as much as I admit that I feel confident in my own capabilities, we need to work as a team for these next two fights.
Are you kidding me? I ran up to one of those mammoths and it broke 3 of my ribs with one hit.
I understand, but that's why we have to try to
Damn.
be in sync with each other so we can prevent that.
Honestly, I thought I'd be more tired by the whole thing, but I'm not feeling too bad at all. Nothing seems to hurt.
That's good.
That's good, yeah. I didn't hit you that much, so it's probably not going to help. I mean, that's good.
Is it
You?
bright in here, or is it just me?
I mean, it's lit.
Oh wow! Is
You can
anyone
say
else?
that again, my gnome friend.
Is anyone else saying
I
that?
said it's lit.
Oh, the walls are. Oh, hello. They're kind of.
Hi, hello, hi.
They're kind of swimming like the
How
fishies,
old
you know.
is the meat of yours, Kurla? Are you okay?
Oh my! Look at your eyes. Look at the light. Look at how sparkly you are. Oh, the light is so sparkly.
Kurla's now got a hand on either side of Lovette's face and is leaning in real close.
Look at you. Oh, you're so orange.
I'm I've got my oscillator switch has just burned out for the day, and I'm just flipping it like mad.
You're so you.
Riz is gonna
You're
stand
so
up.
you.
They're gonna walk out of the room, and they're gonna go to Duru's room.
Hi.
Vera.
Petravian, look at you. You're made of fucking honey. Oh, I bet you're delicious.
Are you alright?
I feel
mean-
I
amazing.
mean, Hummel would say so.
You can ask Hummel, or you can ask Hummel.
What the bloody hell is in this tea, and can I get some? That's amazing tea.
Vera, do you have any idea what's going on?
Right.
No.
No one else is getting that from the tea.
How
So-
well do you know your child?
Meanwhile,
Oh,
all right, Riz, you walk out of that room down
Yeah.
the hallway. You make a right, and you go into that bedroom that you saw Duru in before. You go in there, and you find Duru like sitting quietly on a bed, like just sort of holding on to their own arms, kind of just like staring out into space, just kind of dissociating, just maybe meditating. You're not really sure. Maybe they're just having an episode. You don't know. But as you walk in, like Duru like flinches up and looks at you.
Hey, hi there. How well do you know your child?
I mean, not as well as I used to.
Do you want to see a new
even-
part of them?
What?
Oh, your child is currently having a day, and I was wondering if you would like
Are
to
they
see a new
okay?
side of them. I don't actually know. They're smiling.
Uh,
Come on.
I'm not sure
they'll-
if that's for the best.
They hold their hand out for him. Come on.
If you're sure, it may be best if I just
Look,
go away.
you'll stand in the doorway. Just watch. Come on.
All right, Duru's gonna very just against better judgment go with Riz,
I'm
Oh my
gonna
God,
stand in
Joseph,
front
I
of
see the-
him. I just want him
And,
to
like-
see this.
like peeking into the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just
Vera
sitting, sit down, sitting.
Vera walks up
Awesome.
to Kurla and like places a hand on their forehead and like with their thumb opens up their eye slightly, and I'd like to make a heal check to see if I can figure
Yeah.
out what the fuck's going on here.
Oh, go for it. Absolutely. And I will take a fortitude from Kurla at this point.
A fortitude from Kurla. I can do that.
Oh, that is not good. It's 11.
Nice.
Okay.
That is a 27 from Kurla.
Very nice. Okay. So, Vera, you think that Kurla's got demons in their blood?
Not wrong, really. I mean, arguably.
I motioned to Petravian. Can you do some of your paladin shit with this? It's like some possessed shit here.
I'm not.
Sure. Let me.
No,
let me take a
no,
look first.
I am fine, and I do not consent to you going casting things on me. I ask politely before I cast things
I'm
on you,
not
so
going
you
to
could do
cast
me the
anything.
same courtesy, all right?
Absolutely. I will not. I'm not gonna touch. I'm going to just do a quick once over. I think demons might be a little bit much.
I am absolutely fine,
think
all
it's-
right? I think I'm just coming down a little bit from the battle. That was quite intense, and things are a little bit hazy. Maybe but I'm fine. I'm a healer. I know myself. If there was a problem, I would know. So it's all fine.
You're like sweating a lot.
I
Kurla,
am not.
I
Riz,
think
right?
that the different
Kurla will
possession-
turn around and see Riz, and then see Duru. Is he real?
no.
Is he?
So,
Is he?
Not that.
just
Who are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I am. All right, maybe I'm. It is so fucking bright in here.
Yeah.
Can
how
we
do the
turn the
walls look
candles
again?
down, maybe? Can we turn? Is there a dimmer switch on the candles?
Candle? What is
What's a
it?
dimmer switch?
Yeah. What's that?
Ay,
Oh,
ay,
yeah,
ay.
switch is
As an aside, Petravian did a heal check,
Ooh.
and he got a nat 1.
Right, so Petravian, you also think that Kurla's possessed.
Demons.
Could
Oh
you
yeah,
all
no,
just-
fucking demons.
Would you all maybe just stop shining quite as brightly as you're shining? Because you're actually hurting my eyes a little bit there.
Oh, sorry, Kurla. I'll just stay back here so I don't do that, okay?
Seriously though, can everyone else see him? Because I thought that he was,
No.
dead or...
Riz just shoots a look at the rest of you. It's just like, don't.
Oh, I am so confused.
Me too.
That was absolutely delicious meat though, I tell you what.
Brother, I thought that, like, demon stuff was, like, your cup of tea with dealing
Hold
with.
on,
Yeah.
hold on a minute.
Isn't that your,
Just
like, fucking job?
hold on a minute.
They asked
I'm
nicely for me not to touch them.
Yeah, the
trying to
demon
remember-
is saying not to touch them.
When was the last time that I ate that meat? Was that when I gave some to the Kadal on the
Oh,
the
can you get food poisoning? I think that must be what it is.
Did they give... No, I am
I'm
so...
gonna try
it
to
doesn't
sneak a lay
matter.
on hands.
If you touch me, I will cut your hands off.
Oh, stealth that shit.
I'll bite them off if you're not careful.
So,
And don't you think that I won't?
uh,
Keep your fucking distance from me, alright? I'm serious. This is a thing with me. You should know this by now, Petravian. I thought we were friends.
I learned my lesson with Riz. They really don't like that.
As you can see, they're very touchy normally. They're leaning over to Duru and speaking quietly.
You know, I like you all very much, and I'm very much about keeping you safe and so on and so forth, but I need you to respect my boundaries here.
Of course, Kurla. You will stay right there and we'll stay right out of your reach, okay?
Why is the room still swimming around me? Are
We're
you
in
doing that,
water.
Faustus? Faustus, by the way, I fucking love your name. Have I told you that? Your name is fucking amazing. It's fantastic, and you've got so much food here. It's really good food. Not quite as good as the meat that was in the baggie, but still quite tasty.
And you may have as much of it as you like.
Oh, you've been very kind. I must say, I do apologise. I was a little bit discourteous, quite worried about your motives before, but honestly, you've been so good to us, and I really do appreciate that. I don't
You've all
say
been
that enough, but I got so much love for you right now.
Fine.
And you've all been so entertaining.
Petravian, if you're not going to do anything, I'm going to get
No, I
some
got-
holy water. I'll be
I got
back.
something. I got something. Beardy,
Yeah.
I was going to use Life's Charge Heal, just lean over, kind of touch them. And I can't remember if that would remove that. I don't remember the exact effect that drugs that we decided does.
I'm serious. Saying out of character, I'm serious. You don't want to touch them.
I wouldn't touch them.
So it would
It would
remove.
be
Charge would.
It won't be a knife.
So just so you know, a heal spell removes ability damage, blind,
Yeah.
confusion,
Use
dazed, dazzled, deafened, diseased, exhausted, fatigued, feeble-minded, insanity, nauseated, and poisoned, sickened, and stunned.
Drug
I'm
addiction
not
is a
any
disease.
of those. I'm just high
Drugs
as fucking
is
A
kite.
lot. Yes.
Petravian's gonna try to sneak it under the sneak Life's Charged under the table and just kind of tap their ankle with it.
All right.
All right, what do I need to do to detect that?
Yeah, I mean, you'll feel it. I mean,
Petravian, what are
it's
you
just-
doing
it's
under
just
there?
gotta it's just gotta make any contact with you for you to notice. But the spell will have gone off by then.
Well, is that gonna do anything or not?
So yeah, is that what you're doing, Petra?
Yeah.
Okay. So you reach Life's Charge underneath the table, and you activate the ability, and you tap Kurla's ankle. Kurla, you were healed for 100 hit points, taking you back to your maximum of 117. And that is going to dispel and cure you of all kinds of different various ailments, including the effects of the Black Lotus. Your eyes refocus, the walls stop melting, and you're once again within your normal wits at the table.
The blood will
Hi.
rush to their cheeks. They're going to be blushing, and then they're just going to glare at Petravian.
Duru's
Anything
gonna
else?
take a step
Yeah,
back.
yeah, go.
What part of not touching me was not clear to you, big guy.
I know. I did this all with my love, and I don't want to see you hurt. And
I'm gonna go see how she's doing.
I didn't know you were going to tell Kurla you love them. This is new.
Well, I mean, I love all of you.
Some more than others.
Yeah.
Leave this room right now.
Okay. He stands up and scoots the boot. And slam.
So Vera has gone to get some holy water. Also, quick question, Beardy. I don't know if you would know this. Do you know how much it would cost to upgrade a ring of protection +2 to 3?
Off the top of my head, no, but I can find that information for you relatively quickly.
I'll look at it first, see if I can find it.
Kurla?
Kurla's just got their head in their hands now, and they're... Yes, Rez.
So 2 to 3?
Yep.
Okay. 10,000.
You're, doing alright?
I think that I forgot that the meat in my baggie was in touch with the stuff that I got from the Kadali. That's all. Did I just make a complete pillock of myself?
Yeah.
That's
Wasn't
it. Yeah,
so
that,
bad.
Yeah, what Fausty says.
You recovered quickly, at least.
Yeah, thanks
Most
to
people that
Petravian.
take hard drugs are usually strung out for at least a day.
I'm gonna have to have words with that one.
I mean, would
His
you have
heart's in-
rather have been high all day?
I mean, honestly, yes, that wasn't that bad, and I don't like people doing shit to me without my consent, you know that. Especially magical shit.
Does seem like a bit of a breach of trust and
Especially when I
boundaries and all that.
ask him not to, repeatedly. I mean, would you be alright with that, Rez?
Probably. I just don't care. I'm just different. It's okay.
Nope. Was that actually Duru that you brought in?
No.
Rez, be honest with me, please.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
I just wanted him to see a different side of you. He hasn't seen
doesn't-
you in a million years. I'm very not good at counting years. He doesn't
Rez.
seem
His
okay.
food is quite good.
It's
Isn't
important to me, Rez, that I get to decide what, if any, sides of me he gets to see. That wasn't okay.
Alright.
That's all you have to say? Alright.
Yeah, I won't do it again, so... Alright, it's already happened, so it's like I can't change that. Now.
Right, you
I mean,
could
if anyone can.
maybe apologise for it, though.
Well, I don't feel bad about it, though.
Right. Even though I've just told you that it, hurt,
Well, yes.
but you don't feel bad about that.
Do you want me to lie?
No, I thought that I meant Marty than that.
You do, but I do not feel bad for it. I don't understand.
Right, apparently you don't.
Alright.
No.
I need to get some air.
What's up,
Carla's
Faustus?
just
No,
going to
just,
exit the
you
room.
know.
Oh, hi.
Kurla, you open the door and you find like Petra and Vera like stacked
No.
up on
Oh, no.
the door.
Vera's gone to the town to get holy
Oh,
water.
I see. Gotcha.
And I'm just, I was just leaning against the door. Hi. Excuse me. Let me. Here you go.
Bye.
You and I will talk about this later.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You are the walking definition of doing the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Yep.
Or maybe just the wrong thing for the wrong reasons. I can never fucking tell with you.
I always try to do the right thing, but it's not always the best thing. I'm sorry.
Oi, you will be.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Daft wanker. And Kurla will exit the room to the north. Room going north, or they'll try to if that token doesn't stop trying to.
You'll get out
Kurla is
eventually.
maybe still a little bit high and having trouble going through the door.
Like a bee that's trying to get out. Petravian will go back to his seat and
Hi,
slump down.
Petravian.
Hi.
Hi. Don't worry, we're both in the figurative doghouse. It is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do not worry, Petravian. It's fine. You can take great hits.
So pass me that venison.
All right, there you go. There's plenty in front of you, but I'll pass the one in front of me. It's fine. I'm so glad Chisel can't see these.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why he's outside.
Gotcha.
I mean, he didn't know them.
Petravian, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you apologize for things even if you don't feel bad about them?
All the time.
Oh. Is it just
That
like...
was a way faster answer than I was expecting.
Is it just like a normal reaction, just that's what you say when a bad thing happens, or...
Almost reflex, actually.
Reflex? I don't have that.
I apologize. Mainly because I try to care about other people's feelings. And I don't want them to think that I don't care about them. I want others to feel
So,
good, I guess.
in that case, the truth does not matter?
The truth can be sometimes very painful, and that pain sometimes will outweigh the benefit of the truth.
I suppose I don't fully understand, but...
Scale, it's a cost benefit, really.
Okay.
Is telling somebody that their outfit looks hideous worth?
Yes.
Oh. Faustus, back me up on this.
Oh, I wasn't going to get involved in your drama, but I suppose if
Oh, just let him watch. It's fine. What is your opinion?
Oh, well, I suppose it depends on how funny how hideous their clothing is, and if they're going to get into a situation that would be entertaining or humorous or not. If you could tell them it was funny, or it would look good, and then they would go out and look terrible among the masses, and you could sit back and laugh about it yourself. I suppose that would be worth
I
something.
wouldn't do that. Usually. Probably.
It's never come up.
Yeah, hasn't really come up. These whole traveling with people things, still new.
See, Petra, the guy who's paying or who got us out of jail is shittier than us. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Also, Beardy, I'm going to get a +2 to my ring of protection, which I think will be 24,000 gold. If I'm correct. I'm just.
Oh, you're going to jump it
subtracting.
from a plus
2
to
to
plus 4?
Would that just be subtracting still? Just the
Yeah, it's the
price?
difference
Right.
between the two, yeah.
So it's going to be 24. Okay. And
Okay.
So I'll do the math there.
You got it.
Well, Petravian, I would probably tell them their outfit looks like shit, but if I didn't like them, I probably wouldn't say anything and I'd laugh at them.
Faustus nods. Makes sense to me.
Right?
I guess. But I would obviously I would tell them that their outfit looks awful if it's gonna make them look really bad in the situation. It's nuanced.
Okay. What about, let's say, in this like figurative story, I brought someone over here who you didn't want to see look at you, and you were upset that I did that. Let's say I don't feel bad for that, but I understand it upset you, so I don't apologize.
Well,
Really hypothetically.
Clearly hypothetically.
In most cultures, they would consider that a dick move.
I do not have a dick. I know you have not seen that, but I do not have
Right, no, I understand, but really an asshole kind of thing to not... I mean, yes, you feel... Yes, I understand one wouldn't feel... If you don't
We're
feel...
about to find out Riz doesn't have an asshole either.
They don't have a belly button, an asshole.
I know if you don't feel bad, then you don't say sorry. Wow. Huh. I guess it boils down to...
Like, does it
do you
feel
respect the
better?
person enough?
Well, I respect them, but why would I lie to someone? I just... There is no point to lying. In my opinion. I am simply trying to understand because, I mean... What is worse? You are like a very good boy, so I figured you would be best to talk to.
Aw, well, thank you.
You are
She's the
welcome.
best boy.
Well, yeah, but I don't think Archie would handle this dilemma very well.
I don't know. I think he probably have very wise words to say. Just
Maybe.
Maybe not what you want to hear.
I would say... If you're truly not sorry, then apologizing for someone's feelings may not be to that person's benefit, especially if what you did was a net positive. And they just haven't seen it yet.
Alright.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. This is our moral compass, everybody.
Fuck.
Oh, boy.
Don't get me wrong, it's still a real assholey thing to do. Just if it benefits if that kind of tough medicine, as it were.
Oh, tough love.
Tough love. There
Not
we go.
that-
Tough love.
Yeah. That, yeah.
I mean, if you love the person enough to be an asshole to them.
Thank you, Petravian. I appreciate all your words.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I did have a question for you.
Yes.
You might be a little bit learned in this. When I died.
Yes, I heard it was very traumatic for Lovette and Vera.
Yes. I didn't. At one moment, it was just like a searing amount of pain, and then it just.
And then
I was in a field of flowers,
Okay.
or in a garden,
Okay.
and I saw this old woman. And I don't know of any of the pantheon of deities that fits that description.
I mean, Eden's fucking old.
True, but Eden doesn't talk. Eden does metaphors and everything, right?
Usually.
This entity spoke directly to me, like conversationally, asked me to help move a hive from the side of their house. They asked me to weed the flowers. The only thing I got out of Eden was a nice gust of wind or a beaver walking by.
Oh my god, you got a beaver walking by?
I got a beaver once.
Damn!
Right?
I have no idea what that means.
I didn't either, but it was still pretty cool.
I agree. Beardy, does this description of this gardener sound familiar to me at all?
Yeah, make a knowledge religion, please.
I would love to! I love skill checks. They're one of my favorite things.
Nat 1.
Yeah, that's true. It happens.
See what happens.
30!
Okay, a 30 religion check is enough to get this. So you know that the hierarchy of the cosmology of everything is that, you know, God's kind of at the top of the chain, here at the top of the food chain. But then oftentimes gods will have like a favored champion, right? Like something that some other being that epitomizes what they stand for, right? Someone who is their champion, you know. Most gods will have these, and they typically are called heralds. And you know that the Herald of Eden is an entity called the Gardener. And it does sound like the being that Petra described.
That would be the Herald of Eden, most likely.
Huh.
They speak
Neat.
for her in some ways.
Neat.
You are very lucky to have met them.
I can imagine, yeah. Like, huh. Wow.
What is going through your mind?
Well, they mentioned the royal honey, so at the time I was thinking it had to have been with Mellifera. Damn it! Damn it! Sorry.
I think you said it right.
You did it. You got it.
Oh,
You
did it?
did say it
Okay.
right.
Proud of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry,
you,
I keep-
you have seen Mellifera, though. Did
Right.
they look similar?
No, it's
Oh.
just not in the
It was
least.
a terrible
They
guess
just
then.
Yeah, but it was. But still, it was very interesting because they knew about royal honey, and I
Yeah.
don't remember. I don't remember eating any royal honey though.
Didn't Vera say that, like, Eden was aware of Mellifera?
Well, yeah. So it just struck me as odd. That's all.
Also, you do know you had royal honey because you were initiated with it when you
Well,
first
no,
joined.
yeah, first joined, but about the in reference to the what they were talking about, like the eating too much royal honey. So I guess yeah. Okay.
I mean, no offense, but Mellifera is, like, you know, an elder being.
Yeah.
So, the gods usually are aware of such things and all of their plights.
Neat.
Probably not just on this world, but all the ones that still have primal beings. There's not many left, but, you know. I mean, baby planets still have them.
We're a baby planet, aren't we?
Well, in a way, but you're so much older than the normal baby planets.
I guess this is what someone would say is out of my pay grade.
You don't get paid. I think.
I get paid in honey.
That is not money.
No, it is not.
No, that sounds terrible.
No, but it is tasty.
Ugh. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Petravian?
Yeah, a spoonful of honey going before bed. Really good for the throat.
Don't go to sleep tonight, Betrayal. If you do, sleep with one eye open.
I appreciate you talking to me. It really helped me feel better. Thank you, Petravian.
Oh, most welcome.
Jesus.
Well, I'm going to, just kind of chill out. I'm done eating, so you have fun with Fostis. Goodbye, Fostis. Thank you so much.
Have an excellent night,
You
Riz.
too. And, they'll just walk off.
Petravian's just going to continue eating and enjoying the evening.
So one thing you'll notice, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but the food at Faustus's table is always fresh. No matter what time of day you guys go in there, it always tastes, and like the temperature and the flavor of the food always tastes like it has just been laid down there, like just been set.
Somehow I
moment
knew.
before. So it's good stuff.
It's your boy, Glarv.
This is so good. This is so
No,
good
it's
at all.
Sklarv's back.
Yeah. So Vera's also going to try to get some holy water, and is going to ask what the best way, and if it would be effective to use this on someone who is possessed by demons, to the shop owner.
The person that you're buying this from, or whatever shrine you go to pick up holy water, they'll usually say that like sprinkling it on to the possessed person while reciting, whatever holy text, is usually the best way to deal with a lesser spirit. If it's like a seriously bad possession, you may need to take them into a church and have like a proper
Exorcism.
So
proper
as
exorcism performed. Yeah.
So as they start talking about how to doing holy text, bringing them into some other religion bullshit, Vera's eyes start to glaze over. She just kind of wants to leave now, but she doesn't know if she can leave yet until they're done talking.
Yeah.
And
Just a part of Vera dies, just waiting, just for the social window to open to allow Vera to leave.
but so they just don't, and they just leave almost at the end. Like they were so close to being done. Then they just about face and
Yeah.
head back. It's all right. I think they're better. So
I feel like
Vera,
Vera would be like, why the fuck do I need holy water after all? I got honey.
just use more of that.
Yeah. Just douse him in honey until he stops being weird. Or sorry, I forgot it was not Petra we're talking about.
Either they'll stop being possessed, or it'll be a bee. It's a win-win.
I mean, that's true, right? Just turn all your friends into bees, and then they're really your friends.
Yep. So
Yeah.
Vera will return with a sparkly new ring of protection +4.
Wonderful. Anyone else have any business this night?
I do.
Okay.
I would like to hole up in my room that I have designated my room. Great times, and I would like to contact Mask. I mean, Cloak. Definitely no
Okay.
other numbers. I mean, letters. I mean, fuck.
Words. You got it.
The words.
And how many fate points are you gonna throw at that?
Oh boy.
All of them?
I'll just use the rest for the day. Fuck it.
Okay. You sense a presence in the room, but you don't see anything yet. The candles flicker as if there's a breeze.
Hello, darling. I don't know if you're upset with me after the last time we talked. That is okay if you are. I have a freebie. And this is my apology for you, if you are interested.
a figure will slowly begin to reveal itself in the room with you. A humanoid shape, like reclined on your bed, like arm up, like elbow on your pillow, kind of just lounging, like maybe looking at their fingernails. Well, go on then. What do you have for me?
Well, good secret. Not told to anyone yet. Apparently, I got this through Petravian from a charm spell, which was the funniest shit. Petravian has a good old crush on our dear friend Vera Vespid.
But that would mean that dear Petravian would have his heart split between two that share the same body.
I know, right?
Isn't that a conundrum?
Isn't it? And the question is, does he like Hummel for Hummel's personality for sure? If
Or
he is
perhaps
seeing
it's
them
simply
in
the most convenient route to get with Vera's body.
Hmm.
An
Why is
interesting
he the moral
secret.
center again?
Not exactly a juicy bit of useful information, but fun nonetheless. I'll take it as a freebie. And I'll take it as a freebie.
That's
And
it.
don't worry, Riz, you're always in my good graces.
Even if I am always in your good graces, I don't actually want you to feel bad when I ask for help. You know this.
And if I don't want to help you, I won't, so don't worry.
Good. I am glad. But this one
The
is
figure-
on me.
The figure gives you a wink, and then will fade away.
I'll just sit on my bed content.
Skrewy, did you actually just shit out your large intestine there? The face you were making looked like you were in pain I can't conceive of.
Okay. Just flashbacks of being of growing up, and it just. Whoa.
There's a lot to unpack there, but
There it
okay.
is.
You know what?
We're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, we'll leave that be for now.
We're gonna leave that alone.
What part is a flashback? That's my concern.
Oh no, just.
I mean, come on, we've all
we
been
don't
there.
know.
We've all been in love with a person who is sharing their
partly-
body with a 400-year-old dead person, and you were using your relationship with the 400-year-old dead person to get with the body of your live person because they were ace. We
And
all
both
get
of them
it.
are our sisters?
I know I have.
I mean, if that happened, if I got a
Almost
nickel for every
brother.
time I was in that situation,
I mean,
just saying,
Hummel is whatever they decide to be that
Oh yeah,
day.
they're gender fluid.
that's fair.
Siblings.
So Vera
Siblings was the word, yes.
Vera has come back and is just talking to Lovette right now about how she's pretty sure they were trying to scam her into buying a membership to get this fucking holy water, but didn't trick her.
Hey, that was smart of you. You don't want to get involved in that shit.
Not like how hard do you think it is to make holy water? I like take a bottle from this fountain, like I'm a high druid. Can I make holy water? Is that
I would assume so. Like, you could just make water, right? Isn't it, but holy de facto?
Probably, right?
Yeah, I assume so.
Do I have to say something? I don't have any royal honey, because, you know, things. But
I mean, could you ask me later? Like, you could be like, hey, is this water holy?
I turn to Melissa for a sting.
like, is it? Like, do I have to do anything? Is that something we do?
There's no response.
She doesn't know either.
Doesn't know. Wait, she doesn't know. So that complicates things.
Well, we don't use water usually. We use honey. All right.
What do we need? What are we using holy water for? That's a lie.
So, well, to get rid of the demons in Kurla.
When did that happen? Are we talking about the
They,
drugs?
I've seen drugs before. Like, I was with Soul for a long time.
Oh, ouch.
That's not an ouch.
That's it. That's a good point.
Also,
Hey,
Kurla
look.
isn't really like the bard kind of type. Like that's more of like a bard thing.
I don't know. I mean, I tried them.
It is true. You were very funny.
Oh, I'm funny when I'm on drugs.
Always
Okay,
funny.
I'll take notes of that.
I'm like,
I'm not normally funny. Okay.
Youch.
Your behavior was abnormal, and I found it amusing.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you found it fun. Like, I mean, yeah, they weren't acting like they were amused. So, I mean, unless they even didn't bought some Gradel stuff or something.
Well, if it's drugs, it's not my problem unless it's something that's going to affect us tomorrow. So.
That's true. But,
Wait, did you know this the whole time?
I mean, I they didn't say anything, but they. Not
You're right.
acting
You
weird
didn't
around.
say anything. You know how
No,
long
still
I
not-
walked to get that water that I didn't get?
Nope.
It was a long way.
Like kilometers long, or like just no, as long as you wanted to walk.
Well,
I mean, I didn't know. Until
it
you
was
were
a
out there
distance,
pacing.
all right? I wasn't like counting my fucking steps. Just
fucking love Vera so much.
Just gets angry at nothing.
You know, I'm like, what the fuck do I say in a conversation with her?
She's already worked up, so no matter what you say, it's going to make her angrier for no reason.
Talking to Vera is playing Minesweeper, where every tile is a mine. You click once and it just shows all of them are mines. You're like,
what the
what was I supposed to do?
How was I supposed to win?
What was I supposed to
You
do?
can't win with
On
Vera.
the smallest mine possible.
Yeah, oh, it's so better now.
Well, what's everyone doing now?
I don't know. I was out here talking with Archie. Like I said, Kurla was pacing for a while. We were going to go talk to them, but then they went away.
Well, you may want to wait till they're a bit like, and Vera does like a down motion, like not as like.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it would help. Archie just wanted to... Archie thought the pacing was strange. He wanted to know where they were going.
Well, teach their own then. And Vera's gonna walk into the house. See if she can find
like-
anyone.
Do you know what I said? Did I say something wrong, Archie?
That seemed like a fairly typical interaction with Vera.
I mean, I guess so.
It has been fun hanging around with them.
Yeah, I miss it.
I'm looking around for Petravian.
Okay. Yeah, you walk around for a while. I guess eventually you're making your way back to the dining room, where you find Petravian sitting at the other end of the table from Faustus. Not really talking. But Faustus is just kind of sitting there, sipping at wine and enjoying the evening. What's Petravian been doing there?
He has muttering himself, like going over the moral conundrums brought forth by Riz.
I
Kind of
help.
out loud. Kind of out loud, like, and then turning to Faustus, like, you get what I'm saying, right? Basically.
Partially, I suppose, but I mean, this all seems rather droll to me.
I guess, but still, Vera.
Yeah, it wasn't
Well-
demons apparently.
Apparently it was not demons. No.
Oh, you knew too. I guess I'm just the last one to the party, and Vera sits down and pouts.
Slides over a cup. Slides over the thing of honey.
It's like puts most of it in a cup and a bit of tea in there as well to water down the honey.
Yeah.
Vera's gotta have diabetes.
Or kidney stones. One or the other.
Oof.
They're not mutually exclusive, even.
No, you can only have one or the other.
Yeah.
It's true.
Man, do I wish.
You pick out your
Constant kidney
pick out
stone.
your loadout every day.
A constant kidney
Do
stone
I
thing would
want
actually
kidney
explain a
stones or
lot about
diabetes?
Vera's personality. That kind of, yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't make
her back
sense.
is just covered in knots anyways. Like, she's probably in constant pain, but she doesn't realize it's pain because that's her normal.
Yes, her normal level.
She
of
probably already
discomfort.
has kidney stones.
That's just the way it is, right?
Definitely.
She's like, I guess I got stabbed in the back by those mammoths. And we're like, no, they didn't. We were bees the whole time. I don't know.
So, seriously, is there anything we can really do to plan for tomorrow? Like, we don't even know what we're going against.
No, but I do. I want to try a new thing that I think I can do. And Petravian looks at his amber arm. I have this feeling that I can do something more.
No, it's okay. Be vague about it. That'll really help for tomorrow.
Fine. And Petravian will Petravian will put his hand out and use the Swarm Keeper ability and see on Vera.
Okay. Petravian, you level your arm out, point it toward Vera, and a swarm of bees will burst forth from your arm and palm and fly over and just start swirling around Vera. These little strange crystalline bees.
All right. I mean, I think I pretty much already got that covered, but
Yeah, I know. But I
More bees is
think,
good.
I mean, more bees, right? But I
yeah,
think
can't
this
argue with that.
This
The
might
straight
take
facts.
some hits.
Do
This
they
might take
do
some hits off.
anything?
They might take some hits. If anything comes at you, they might take a little bit of the ouchies away.
Bless your heart. You might take some of the ouchies away.
Okay, we were watching Doc Suffins, okay?
Don't
Today.
try to
My
cover your
lord.
bases.
You've already
Faustus
sinned
looks over-
this far.
Faustus looks over at one of the guards and says, "Would you care? Here, hand me your pilum." The guard takes out a pilum, hands it to Faustus. Faustus will slide it down the table to Petra. Go on, let's see if it works.
I stare at Petravian and my hand is gnashing into the other palm.
I hope this works. Petravian just gives a little bonk.
A little bonk
A
with
bonk
the
with a
pilum?
pilum?
Okay.
Oh, with the pilum. Sorry.
It's a stabbing
Sorry, that-
weapon.
I mean,
that's
but you can
stabbing
still
weapon, sorry.
like,
you can bonk with it, I guess.
He just only knows how to hit things. He don't know how to stab.
It's true. He never learned how to stab.
I just imagine, like, we're gonna get to the final round in this arena. Someone's gonna toss Tetra a javelin, and he's gonna run up and hit them with the back end of the stick, bonk them with it.
hey, I could still kill someone.
Very slowly.
Too much bonking?
Slip into unconsciousness.
All right. Well, Petravian, you swing this pilum like a hammer, because of course you do, and the amber swarm of bees are going to kind of concentrate in the area where you're swinging, and they're actually going to deflect the attack completely.
See?
this is your lucky day.
I mean, I feel if I can cast, I'll cast that on Riz. That might.
That
It may not be. It may not do a lot, but it may save them a little bit.
I mean, every bit counts. If that can protect us, then that's great. Anything else that your new arm can do? That you're trying to keep secret?
No, I think that's it. The whole switching places and crystalline bees. That's it.
Can you like punch things harder with that arm now? Like,
I don't think
No.
so.
Oh.
I haven't tried that yet. I have not tried that yet. It's pretty though. I mean, I think if I aim it right, I think I could make like a little rainbow on the ground.
and we're all very proud of you for that.
Oh, fun information. Remember I mentioned that old woman in the death thing, right?
Yes.
Apparently that was apparently the Herald of Eden.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. That is interesting. Don't know. I guess they have a job for me.
Oh,
I guess they
just another one on the
love
list.
No, I think it ties into what I'm doing with the hive. I think they want...
they're telling you what to do for the hive now?
No.
That's their job?
No. It's...
Plain Minesweeper.
A strange
No.
game. The only winning move is not to play.
Too late,
no.
yeah. No.
If I can find a way for Vera to be mad, I'm gonna find it.
She is like the
It's
funniest
more
when
like-
she's mad. I'll be honest.
It's not even that they're approving. It's that they want me to help me do my job, essentially.
And that is what did they tell you to do?
Well, in the death, all the bees were stinging the shit out of me, and then bee shit was growing out of me. Then the old woman came over and waved their hand off, and it just... all the horror just went away. And they gave me the crystalline arm.
They gave you the crystalline arm.
Pure undiluted marshmallow.
That's a lot
Not
to
not
pack.
an ounce of lie in that boy.
It couldn't have been the just unbelievable amount of energy that I infused into you with the royal honey. Couldn't be that.
They did mention something about don't drink so much royal honey.
Oh, and now they're... Do you have any good parts of the stream? Or are they just shitting on the hive the entire time?
This is the boy you wanted to be the bridge between gods, Beardy. Congratulations!
I think we're gonna take a break here.
Hello, everyone. We are back.
I'm also here.
Yeah,
But I'm a
Xeno's
picture.
here, but like the camera's not working, so the show must go on.
Ripsies and Crispies.
Vera Vespid.
She's really here, right next to us.
It's our special guest.
Celebrity guest, Vera Vespid.
Oh my god.
Hi, Vera.
Oh, you didn't want to
Stand
introduce me
me.
before? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Anyways,
You're even meaner in real life. It's amazing.
thank you.
So Beardy, can you clue the audience in on what happened before break?
Well, certainly. Petravian was digging himself into an early grave. Talking to Vera about life and things. And generally just, pushing Vera further and further toward a homicidal rage.
Woo!
Yeah.
As you do.
As it is.
So by the end of this, Vera is like cross-armed, like cross-legged, just simmering to themselves. Probably muttering something. You can't tell. It's probably not something good.
What's wrong?
Oh my god.
That's beautiful.
Well, it's been a long day.
Even Hostess is like, okay, I'm out of here.
Audi 500.
He's like, I said, I don't like Bloodsport.
I thought they were okay. Oh, you're leaving? But we haven't had dessert.
Sweet summer
Yes,
child.
I think I'm going to turn in early tonight. Ta-ta! And
bye.
his guards are going to walk up, and you see that his chair actually is wheeled, and they're going to wheel him out of the room. So he and his guards wheel him out, and he is gone.
Really? What's wrong? It sounds like that entire dream was some kind of smear campaign against the Hive.
No. No. That's not how I view it. Not in the least.
You literally thought that they gave you that arm.
No. They didn't give me the arm. They took what was there and molded it to help serve the Hive.
We're just shaking her head.
Whatever.
And Vera just gonna get up.
No.
And it's Audi.
Audi 500.
Petravian, you find yourself alone at the dining table.
Oh, Mellifera.
Is there anyone else you want to piss off this evening? Because I think there are still some guards and some servants wandering around. If you maybe want to call them in and have a go at them.
But that's what he was calling the Mellifera for.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was calling out. Yeah, no, I was actually calling out to Mellifera. A little bit.
A little bit, or
A little bit, a lot of it.
halibut?
Petravian,
Yes.
your left arm starts to glow slightly. Ooh.
What is it, brother?
Well, that's new. Hi.
It's from Eden, bitch.
You didn't call me, didn't you?
Yes, but it. Huh. Just absorbing this for a second. Well, do you know what happened, by the way? Are you clued into what happened to me in the past, say, 24, 48 hours?
Well, you were slain, and your body was infused with a great deal of my power.
Yeah. And Petra will go in and just lay it out what he experienced, and culminate in saying, I know my purpose now, but I think Vera is very, how do I say it? Very pissed off about the whole situation. They think that it all came through Eden. And that's not how I see it, but
What?
Oh my god! He's like, this isn't gaslighting, but what is this? Oh my god!
I see it as it was a gift from you. That was
When your paladin gaslights his own god.
Holy shit.
I love it. Keep going.
I think Petra might have misinterpreted the power of belief.
It was a gift from both you and them. It wasn't just a single gift. It was... I feel like it's... like I have a purpose with the Hive greater now than I had before.
You do carry much more of my power within you. And that power is focused outside of my own ability. I believe some of what you say is true. You represent a bridge, cooperation.
That's
It's
how I
not an
see it.
easy path. Know that you are always among family with us.
Thank you. Oh, I'm going to... This is going to be a very tightrope with Vera, isn't it?
Tightrope that's already on fire.
Both ends. Both ends.
Whole thing.
Whole thing. Whole thing. I'm just...
Well, there was like a good bridge, but you said, "Hey, go on to that one over there." It's like all rickety and on fire already. Like, oh, I told you the wrong bridge. Oh well.
Lol. Reese's and Pieces, my dude.
Now I'm gonna talk to your god and say that I told you to go on the right bridge.
Wow. Wow.
Rip.
I'm just glad I don't actually know this in character. I'm really glad.
Things were so much simpler when you were accidentally doing... what was it? The light instead of...
Oh,
Wayism.
Wayism. When you were doing wayism instead of...
Yeah.
Look, I was just trying to show him how to correctly pray. I didn't know it would go this badly. I'm sorry.
No one did. No one was ready for
I'm
this.
sorry, Beardy. Are you okay?
I'll live. It's
Okay.
fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
You can tell from the like pitch
Yeah,
change in his
you
voice.
can tell the pitch change. Yeah. This is fine.
If we get to
We're
that
just all
archive
It's
/ library, we
paladins
really
are
need to
powered by
find
belief.
Polytheism for Oreads. It's a book title that we just need to...
It's definitely
of that up.
in the not accessible archives normally. Yeah.
Anyway.
Love you, Skrewy.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Yeah. Do we all just go to bed for the night, or is there anything else tonight?
I mean, that's up to you guys. Do you just go to sleep?
I'm done for
Do
the
you have
day.
anything else? Say what?
I think that's up to what Kurla's gonna do.
Yeah.
Especially.
I'm personally done for the day.
Because
Okay.
I keep on seeing this icon of Kurla briefly, like, all over the place. Just
Yeah,
pacing or
Kurla-
something.
Was outside pacing for a while, and as Lovette said, went back in for a while, stewed in their room for a little while, and now is back outside pacing the grounds.
I figured that Archie's probably, like, very confused by this. Like, where are they going? How are they going to get anywhere if they're walking in circles? So we're finally coming over to ask.
Oh, Kurla will look up and see Lovette and Archie and kind of nod to them and just keep on pacing, but in a slightly smaller arc now. So just kind of pacing back and forth, but in front of them, so not like ignoring them.
Where is your intended destination?
Oh, isn't that the eternal question, Archie?
Oh, I think he means in this short out town.
I'm not trying to go anywhere, Archie. I'm trying to burn off some steam, so to speak.
I see. Normally, I just purge any additional steam. I have a release valve for that.
Bless you, sweet boy. Bless you.
Kurla's gonna crack a smile at that.
Kurla doesn't have an auxiliary release valve, Archie.
That seems like an oversight of your design.
You know, I would agree with that, and I would got myself in a little bit less trouble in my life if I had one of those release valves. So you're right, I'll go. Next time I have a word with whoever, created me, I'll be sure to mention that to them. Design oversight.
Meanwhile,
Lovette.
you hear screaming expletives, like in the corner, just from Vera, just yelling at a rock.
Lovette, would it be possible to offer modifications to Kurla to install a release valve?
I was actually going to offer. I could give you a release valve if you need one. I don't know. Well, I would go.
Kurla will just stop walking and just start chuckling and actually snort a little bit, yeah, and just grab their head and be like, you two are absolutely ridiculous, you know that, and I say that from here.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good thing, thank you, I needed that giggle.
What has got you pacing if you don't mind me asking?
Where do I even begin?
I don't know, I would be asking if I had the answer to that.
I'm annoyed, to put it mildly, with Petravian.
Oh, it's Petravian, okay.
But I haven't done anything to him, I'm not planning on doing anything to him, I'm just annoyed with him.
Well, that sounds pretty normal, if you ask me.
What, me being annoyed with him?
People being annoyed with him.
Fair point.
He has a habit of saying things that are... let's just be charitable and say easy to misinterpret.
He means well, I know that. That's why I'm not,
I beat the crap out of him once.
Did you?
Yeah, with a dinosaur.
With a what
That
now?
is true.
A mechanical dinosaur. It was a whole thing. It was a really difficult time for me, and it's just being doing his tough guy act, and I couldn't have it anymore, and I sick the dino on him. And I ran away from the cops.
I attempted to break up the fight.
Yes, you are smart and that.
Good for you both on that, to be honest with you. You know me, I get angry with people, but I'm not going to raise a hand against him, am I?
You would probably, at this point, you'd hurt him more than I did.
Well, I'm not
I
about to...
trusted he was a tough guy, but you could just snap your fingers and...
Just because Kurla will actually stop at that and sort of just give Lovette a slightly pained look. Is it just because I could doesn't mean that I would. You know that, right?
I know you wouldn't. I'm just saying. I understand.
I don't know what I'm more angry about with him at. If it was just him going against my wishes when I told him what I didn't want and he was doing it anyway or if it's because he interrupted something I was actually kind of enjoying,
So did you have more news? What was up with that?
I remember when we were, racing across the country trying to save that big wanker.
Yeah?
Well, we saw the Kadali and I traded them a little bit of meat for a ride on that tortoise.
Yeah?
They traded back some, I don't even know what it was, quite potent. Kurla will actually take out their meat bag.
Mm. Oh!
And open it and... I'm going to rephrase that. Kurla will take the pouch off their belt.
Oh no, we're going meat bag.
Meat bag.
Alright, Kurla's going to open up their meat bag and show off their goods to Lovette.
Lovette, you see Kurla's meat bag.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
larger than you expected.
And it's full of
And it's making
really
me a little lightheaded, I
discoloured
imagine.
rotten
Yeah,
meat.
it's
Yeah,
honestly,
and it
kind of
stinks.
smells.
Wow.
Right, get a good whiff of that.
Oh, yeah, what's all going on in there?
I ask myself that question quite a lot.
You should.
I know, but I accidentally, when I gave them the meat and they gave me back, when I gave them the meat.
Are you gonna survive,
No.
Xeno?
I only kind of remember the tortoise thing. I don't remember all this that you're talking about.
Well, yeah, it happened
When
quite
did you
quickly.
give them the meat?
I was quite quick about it,
Oh, okay, alright, well, I mean, it wasn't my business.
Anyway, they traded me back some stuff and I put it in here. I kind of forgot about it and I think it maybe didn't interact too well. Is there still any of the sort of the visible remnants of the original material, Beardy? The original?
It's mostly like broken down, being in there with rotted meat.
Okay.
So you can
Just
pull
black
like
goop.
you can pull out like a petal.
Yeah,
in
I'll pull
there,
out like a...
But most of it's like liquefied, basically. There's just
Yeah.
like a residue of just sort of this blackish goo that sort of covered and coated most of everything else in the sack.
Okay. I'm really
Anyway.
thinking is we maybe should explain to Vera that is not demonic possession.
I mean, does it even matter at this point? Have they gone to get... I think...
No,
Are
she
they-
said
are they
something
back
about
yet?
not wanting to sign up for a membership.
Oh, yeah, I can't understand that one. Look, the point is, I was not in mortal jeopardy, so doing something to me... I'm
Well,
not
I
pleased with
mean-
him for that, and I'm also not pleased with him for interrupting something that wasn't actually a bad experience,
Not really sure how they thought there was a demonic possession because we have literally fought demons before and it was very different behavior.
Pretty sure
But-
that if I was possessed by demons, I would also, maybe have an idea. I am used to curses and that sort of shite.
Oh,
You
correct.
probably act normally and then kill us in our sleep and do really horrible things. That was my experience. Anyway, but I mean, if that's what they thought, that's what they thought, right? I mean, if that were the case, it might have been warranted. I don't, again, see how they thought there was the case, but
He
if
really
you were all
doesn't...
being demonically possessed, then they could just make it go away. You'd want them to do that, no?
I just thought that, they maybe trusted me a little bit more than that. If I say that I'm fine, Fucking hell.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a complicated
And
situation.
if they can't tell demonic possession from someone just who is a little bit high, they really don't have any job healing anyone.
I agrees with that right up to the end of that sentence, but I mostly agrees with it.
I mean,
do think yeah,
there's kind of a
Maybe-
world of difference between the two.
sure, but I mean, you can still do healing and not understand the difference as long as that's not the kind of healing you're trying to do. Which, I mean, it's not like Vera was ever an exorcist. I don't know if you were possessed by a demon and she could do anything about it other than hit you.
Right, she'd either hit me, throw honey at me, or, do one then the other.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway,
Maybe
it's
back
fine.
in fouls.
It's fine. I'll go and have a word with him, and I'm sure it'll be fine in the morning. And I'm not going to.
I mean, I'm not going to excuse Petra because he does definitely sometimes do things that he thinks are best without finding out if they are the best. But he does mostly just try to do things he thinks are best.
His heart's in the right place, and the same can be said for. Well, I was going to say for all of us. For most of us, I
Oh?
don't know. I think that I like to assume that people's hearts are in the right place, but maybe they're not.
Is there someone in particular for whom this is dubious? Because I'm trying to be better.
I'm not talking about. Oh, if I was gonna throw shade at you, I'd say it directly to you, Lovette. Come on, I know we don't always see eye to eye, but we're best bitches. We can be
That's
honest,
true,
can't
do
we?
the best.
Best bitches, right?
That's true.
I mean, we kind of see eye to eye just because, you know, I'm quite short, but there's still a little bit of a difference there. But,
Oh, I've never heard that one before.
I know, I'm still working on the whole humour thing. I'm out of practice.
Kurla, if not Petravian and Lovette, does that mean that you doubt Vera or Riz? Or is it me?
I certainly don't doubt that your heart's in the right place, Archie.
I do not actually have a heart, but I think I understand if it is a metaphor.
It's a figure of speech, right? I once said that I thought that of all of us, I thought that you probably had the best soul of all of us, I meant that at the time, and I still think so.
I am not so sure I agree with you, but I appreciate it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter who I harbour reservations about. We're all in this together.
Perhaps I can talk to them and get their heart in the right place.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't, Archie, to be honest with you, but thank you for the offer.
Very well.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to pry, but I think it might matter. So, if it's not something you want us to talk about, then I think maybe it's something you might need to do some thinking about.
That's the plan.
Okay.
You know, when we're not trying to fight three bloody giant mammoths in the arena, or God knows whatever they're gonna throw at us tomorrow or the day after if we survive
It's
that
going
long.
to be a lot of the time, so you might want to find a way to make the both work.
Oh well, we don't. I'd say one thing at a time, but we don't have time to do one thing at a time, do we?
We sure do not.
Can I ask you about something else?
Sure.
You know, while we're having this little heart-to-heart out here.
Sure. Do we need privacy? Is it
No, it's not that. I just.
What?
Can I ask you about your father?
My father? Oh, okay. That's not happening well.
I spoke to Petravian about his, and, you know, if I asked Vera, I'm sure she'd tell me to go fuck myself. In fact, I'll probably ask her in a minute and you'll hear it, you know, because why not poke the bear while we're... And if I asked Riz isn't going to remember, so there's no point bringing that up. That would just hurt them. So I'm trying to understand, you know, build a baseline idea of what this is supposed to mean, because it doesn't mean to me what it seems like it means to everyone else. So, I mean, would you mind, if it's too personal, you can tell me to bugger off, but I'm just wondering, what was your father like? What was your relationship with him like? Is he still alive even? I'm not even sure I know.
No. He was pretty cool, actually.
If it's a sore subject, I'm sorry, we don't have to talk about it. Are you alright?
No one's really asked me about this before. I didn't really think about it. I guess he was pretty nice and supportive about things, even though he pushed me really hard.
I mean, how did he show that support? How much did he spend time with you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would come home from school and I would tell him about the things people said, and he would be like, oh, well, that doesn't really matter because you're going to read. And I would be like, but all the other students made things, but I didn't think about it a lot at the time. And then he left when I was like still in school, and I was just kind of mad about it for a while. Yeah.
And you... What else did you... I mean, how were you close then? It sounds like you were close.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, yeah. I mean, my mom isn't really around, so it's just kind of us for a while. Then it was just me. This isn't. I don't think I'm giving you the answers you're looking for. I'm sorry.
No,
You
th- no,
started
this-
unlocking things.
Is this? I'm sorry to upset you.
No, it's okay. You didn't upset me. I just kind of realized how much I screwed up.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh, it's just, that because of me.
Say that again.
Oh, it's just the big stupid chain of events. The same stupid chain of events that led me to building Myra, I guess.
What started
And
with?
making my mom my spider.
I never quite got the whole story there either. Your father. You say your father's dead and your mum's a spider because of you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know the whole story here. I don't know how that tracks, but it seems like a lot of blame to put on yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true though, because I've thought about it a lot, but like, after a lot of choices I made, I didn't have to make them.
Well, I understand a thing or two about that.
Yeah.
Making choices and having to live with them.
Right, well, I mean, I don't know. You probably don't want to get too upset with your dad because you don't know if you're gonna have him around forever.
Right. And there we might be deviating into territory that is best left alone there. I don't know about your relationship with your father, and I'm glad that you had a good one with him. But
Well, mostly. I mean, my father also left when I was really young. Because he freaked out because my mom left. I mean, he kept it together for like 20 years, but after a while he kind of freaked out.
he tried though, right? He was there for you. He tried to be there for you. You knew that he loved you, right?
I see. I don't pay as much attention to it at the time as I probably should have.
Did you love him?
Yeah. I still do. I still miss him. I didn't want to make my mom eat all his blood.
I have no answer to that.
It wasn't really a question. I'm sorry. I didn't really.
I just
Yeah.
there is no constructive response that can possibly be made to that statement.
Yeah, I mean, just be really careful because it was the same. It was like you've got the same thing going on with who Big Spider.
Hey, don't run that one by
Don't
me
hear
again.
your dad's blood.
Don't what now?
Oh,
I was tearing up.
To make it a roller coaster, I can't keep it all going one way.
I genuinely didn't hear what the last one was.
Moral of the story.
Don't eat all your dad's blood.
Got it. So good.
yeah. I don't know. It's a lot to unpack. The whole start. The reason I built Malchus is it's a really long story that I've been kind of avoiding for a while. Is this what you want to talk about? I don't like to make this about me.
I mean, I was trying to just, like I said, get a sense of what a normal relationship with one's father is, but
Right,
I'm
don't
sensing
know
you
if
might
I
not
have-
be able to illuminate that for me. I'm sensing you might not have
I don't
had.
think I've ever had a normal relationship with anyone.
Oh
I
man,
think
I wish Kurla could ask Soul so badly.
But I mean, if you need to get this stuff out, then I'm willing to listen if it would help.
I mean, it's out there. Vera and Petra as well. They saw it all.
Right, I'm not about to go asking them about your private business, though, am I?
It's not private, everyone was there.
Oh my god.
I don't... I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I guess that's all I have to talk about, but it's... I don't know if it's really going to do us any good. And there's a lot... I don't even know how it start.
So your main advice, though, is not to eat my father's blood, is that? That's my takeaway from this little interaction, is it?
I'm sorry, I was thinking about something else. I mean, yeah, you're probably already kind of cognizant of that issue. I don't think I need to warn you about that one. What's the eating thing?
Right, it does run a little bit close to home for me already.
Yeah, so then, I mean, I think you should give him a chance. I know it's not really my business to make a, firm stance, and I normally don't try to, but, if I had the opportunity to actually, talk with my father, I mean, I learned all this stuff about him after I found him again. That was really interesting and cool. And he died. And it was I was like, oh, that's the end of that.
You got a chance to reconcile with him before that?
Yeah, I mean, that didn't need to be a lot of reconciling. When I came home, they just acted like nothing happened. Which, I mean, it was kind of needed some, because it was 30 years they were gone, but...
Did you find a way to forgive him?
I don't know. At the time, I felt like I was the one who needed forgiving. I felt like they left because of me. I mean, I guess that he didn't really go away. I just kind of know better.
Well, that...
Yeah, that probably wasn't the most helpful response, sorry. You need to go ask somebody more stable if you want a good positive response.
No, I appreciate it. It helps a little bit, I think.
Maybe you could ask about Vera's father.
Like I said, Archie, I'm pretty sure Vera, especially in their current mode, would probably have some choice words for me if I dared ask.
I mean...
I'm afraid everyone else may already be asleep. Unless Petra is willing to talk about his father.
I did ask Petra already, and right now would rather let him stew for a little bit and think about what he's done. He's like a small child, for God's sake.
I would tell you about my father, but I did not have a father like most people did. I had a creator, and then I had a master, but it turned out my master was my friend.
Oh, my sweet baby boy!
He is the good.
I apologize if that does not sound coherent. It sounded better in my head.
Archie, that was lovely. Thank you for that, big guy.
He's the best boy.
He really is. Well, maybe I'll go and have that word with Vera. Just complete the night of...
Yeah, I mean,
weird.
Someone who is afraid to talk to her about your past for 5 years, I don't think she's actually going to physically attack you. Probably the worst thing she's going to do is not tell you.
That's fair. I mean, I would feel bad leaving the mode, leaving her out for... If I'm pulling everyone, it's
Well,
good to get...
I wouldn't make that your concern. I mean, if you're worried about for Vela's sake, you can probably leave her just fine and she'll be fine with it.
I mean, she's got a different sense of what family is, and maybe that'll help inform my decision on what the hell to do about Duro, so it's worthwhile. now might not be the best time, but maybe she's at her most honest when she's at her most pissed off. So how should I know?
Oh, this is not her most pissed off.
Oh,
Oh no.
have I? I mean, you know her quite well. You've been. Have I seen her at her most pissed off? Because I've seen her at her, quite pissed off. But does she get more? Is there like a more pissed off level?
Well, I mean, I wasn't there, but she tried to kill a guy because he said mean things to Callies.
Huh.
All about Callie. She wasn't even in hell. He just said something about hell.
It's worthy of the death penalty.
I mean, I agree, right?
I mean, I think that's a measured response personally, but
Wait, which part? What was that?
Your
People are-
attempted murder. That's definitely not
Oh,
murder.
yeah. Attempted murder.
Attempted
Not
murder, not murder.
I think she came pretty close when we were in
My brain is farting. What was the name of the country we were in just before Protoss?
Codre?
Codre, yeah.
when we were Cotre. She seemed pretty fed up with a lot of the officials and soldiers there. So that was about as close as I've seen since then.
Alright, so I'll probably survive the encounter if I go over and have a word with her now.
Probably. Like,
Fair enough.
More than 50-50.
Well, I'll take those odds.
Alright.
Thanks for talking. Thanks for opening up about your father. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I did tell you kind of just kind of spilled out. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I thank you for being honest with me.
Oh yeah, okay. I might actually, I gotta go think about some things, so I'll talk to you later.
Right, good night for that.
Good night.
And Kurla will head off east and then south.
Alright, Kurla, you head down this way and you eventually come to a small area where there's a few logs around a man-made pond with a couple of trees planted nearby. It's looks very relaxing, like you could sit here and just meditate by the water and it'd be very nice. You see
Hey, Will.
Vera.
Yeah.
What's Vera doing at this moment?
So Vera's kind of lowly murmuring to themselves, but she's currently sat on the ground and has 3 bottles out. She's pouring in it's like clear liquid, which is the mammoth goo, and also black god ichor into a bottle, and just seeing what it does.
You still got some too, huh?
Yeah, of course I do.
I love it. I still have in my inventory black ichor, and then under that, mom's tears? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Well, Kurla will slowly
Orders.
approach, but make sure that they are making enough noise that they're not appearing to sneak up or anything. You all right over there?
I'm fine.
Right. Fine has quite a different definition for you than with most people. Do you want me to leave you alone?
Do you need something?
You
You're
had
fine
a
to be
cup-
here.
All right. Kurla will come up and just sort of sit, but not like right next to them, just like a fair distance from them. Give them their space.
I just don't understand where he's coming from. Like, we're giving him so much of ourselves, and he just seems to wind around all that, finding other sources. Oh, it's my brother is important. Oh, it's Eden and some fucking gardener or some shit.
I assume we were still talking about Petravian, and you're not, pissed off at one of the palace guards or something?
Yes, Petravian. I haven't even talked to the guard except for that one because he's like wondering if I was okay. I told him to shut up.
As one does when someone expresses concern, sure.
I glance at Eugene the guard.
Eugenius gives a polite wave.
Kurla kind of gives Eugenius a sort of... I know.
Rip
it's- that's
Eugene.
Eugenius.
Eugenius.
Please.
I'm sorry. My bad.
So,
Yeah.
have you tried to explain this to Petravian?
Yes, but he keeps on always going back and forth, just to the same points.
Well, I'm not exactly pleased with him myself this evening, so I'm not going to speak in his defence. Except I know that he tries to do the right thing. He just seems to go about it in the most cack-handed way possible.
What did he do?
Well, the stuff that was going down at dinner, something that the Kadali gave me got kind of, I think, cross-contaminated with my meat.
Oh, right, the drug thing. I thought you were like possessed or something. So
that's kind of a weird assumption to jump to, but all right.
Well,
Speaking of which,
it didn't look like any other like typical like drug thing.
Hey, well, let's just leave that one alone. Do you want some of my meat, by the way? I know it's a bit contaminated now, but if you would like, I know that you like to keep this sort of thing. Just gesturing to the vials.
I mean, if you're not eating it, I'll have some, I guess.
I mean, you know, it's got
Wait,
interesting properties now, doesn't it?
Wait, it has drugs on it? No, thank you. No, I'm good.
I'm just saying, my meat makes people happy, apparently.
Oh my god.
I'll pass this time.
All right. That was for you, Skrewy.
Thank you. Oh, we're adults here.
Are we?
Are we?
So
I'm sorry that he's pissed you off. You know me, I'm not a big fan of any of the deity business, but it does seem pretty clear to me that, you know, given the look and feel of the changes to him, it seems pretty clear to me who's responsible.
I do like the gesture of like, yeah,
see? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just so clear. I just don't understand with him.
Rip.
So what are you gonna do?
He's still my family. I care about him. Just... it's frustrating.
I actually kind of wanted to talk to you about that, you know, family business. If that's all right.
Eyebrow raise.
Anything?
I know that you don't like talking about your life, and I'm not going to pry there, but the fact that you've... One of the things that turned me round on you was when I realised that it wasn't just shite for you, you know? Your religion being your family. Growing up in Palayana, you know, I got a lot of that stuff down my throat, and then I realised that it was all such shite, and I projected that on you, and you know, the whole thinking that you were just another cult and misleading people and distrusting you and so on and so forth. And
just twinge.
We've been over this, and I've apologised for it. I realised travelling with you that you were actually on the level and actually meant it, and family means something to you, and you actually mean it when you say that he's your brother and you've got your sisters, and I'm just wondering what exactly that means to you, you know? What do you mean when you say that, when you call them family?
We'll do anything for each other. We'll always protect each other. That's what it means. It's a promise. It's something that I'm not going to turn my back on. It's something that they won't turn their back on. It's something that biologically doesn't exist. It's a tie that's actually there, rather than one that someone assumes and then is broken.
That's kind of what I'm dealing with Duro.
Haven't stabbed him yet?
Thought about it. Got pretty close. Was quite pleased that I gave you my knives before I went in to have a word with him.
Got a slight smirk from Vera.
I mean, you know, I'm not... I don't know if I could or not. I don't like losing control when it comes to those instincts, you know? And I don't know how much of that is me and how much of it is what was done to me, so... You know, it's his blood in my veins. How much is that supposed to be worth to me, you know? Nothing?
I think so.
That's
But
what I'm trying to figure out.
in the same way, though, I just want you to know, even if you were to turn and harm him, it won't stop whatever happened in the past. It's not going to make you actually feel any better. Maybe for a moment, but in the end, life always seems to find a way to bring it back to haunt you.
I take it you're talking from experience there?
It's like a small nod. Starts like fidgeting on the ground and grabs like a small rock and throws it into the pond or the little puddle.
Sploosh.
Well, I said that I wasn't going to pry, and I mean that, but you know, you can tell me things, you know. You have done. I've told you things. That's what family does too, right? We trust each other.
They do.
I don't know if you consider me family. I don't know if you're... I'm talking out of my arse. It's been a long day.
I will say I've told you a lot more than I've told a lot of people, Kurla.
I'm curious, why is that?
The sigh in.
Because it's harder to tell the people that I'm very close to certain things. There's some things I don't want people to know.
I can respect that.
So you're still trying to decide what to do with your father?
That's the conundrum. Granted, we might all die in the arena tomorrow, and that would kind of render it a moot point, but if we do survive all of it and get out of here, I can't exactly leave him.
Like, Vera shrugs.
What, do you think that I should?
Not that you should, just... maybe it doesn't even need to fall on your shoulders.
I've told my mother that he's still alive. That I'd try and get him back to her. Maybe it's a waste of time, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm doing it for her, or for me, or for Verla, or... maybe I'm doing it for him. Maybe it would be better off if I stuck that knife in him.
Well, you're gonna have to figure out for yourself. Because with all this thinking, it's clear that you do care in some way. So make sure it's the right choice, whatever it is. Because you'll think about it later in life. At some point.
I'm gonna find Petravian tomorrow in the morning, I think, and have a quick word with him. An abrupt one. Anything you want me to say to him?
Nothing that will get through.
Just throws another stone into the pond.
Rip.
Do you mind if I try?
That's up to you.
Alright.
Get
You
some
gonna be
rest,
alright
though.
out here?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just need some time to think.
Good night then.
You too. Get some rest. Whatever tragedy is waiting for us at the arena.
Oh god.
No, Kurla will trudge off and nod to Eugenius as they pass by.
No backstory was given. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Vera, the ultimate threat of never giving any backstory.
I wasn't prying for it. I just,
I know, but it's just like, it's like being rickrolled, but all it is never gonna give you any backstory out, like, repeated constantly.
Oh, they
Actually,
would
Kurla's
have said
gonna-
something, but they weren't asked.
You didn't hit the right question on the dialogue tree.
I know. Play more
Kurla's not
dating
gonna
sims.
pry.
And now the dialogue isn't even showing up when you go back to it. It's just-
Yeah, you can't revisit
only
it.
revealed once.
Yeah,
Kurla's
she
not
just
gonna
has like
pry.
the repeating line now. Just like that was a good conversation, Kurla.
Sure is a
Good
nice
conversation,
night out.
Kurla.
God damn it.
Kurla
Have
will
you
head
seen these
inside
stars?
and collapse onto their bed and rest, and that is Kurla's night.
Anyone else who's still awake?
I think we can move forward.
All right. Well, in that case, the rest of you call it a night eventually, and we're going to scooch ahead to tomorrow morning.
I think the conversation I had with Kurla revealed that I'm never moving forward.
So we push forward to August 11th, and we'll push to the morning. And it's a new day. It's the 11th of August. You all feel a little bit rested, so go ahead and submit those.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, today is bout number 4 of 5.
And we're all gonna die.
So things go about as they have been over the last few days in the villa here. Faustus always seems to have an endless supply of delicious food for you guys to consume. And he's offered up the facilities here for you to relax at and entertain yourselves with. So if you have anything you'd like to do during the day, go for it.
Petravian, first thing he does in the as he dons his armor, he takes his hammer and gives it a little twirl and casts his greater magic weapon on it for the day.
That's really quiet.
Oh, sorry about that. Greater magic weapon for the day.
Alrighty, go ahead and activate your buff, cast a spell, all that.
Yup.
Yeah.
Guess
I got
cast my
nothing.
mage armors.
I hang out with whoever's hangoutable.
Vera is not hangoutable.
Yeah, I mean, Riz will hang out with Lovette. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Kurla's gonna look for Petravian.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I'm excited.
Did you do something new with your hair?
No, it's this Kyle.
Oh.
Petravian will have gone outside. Sorry, I'm gonna pass by y'all really fast here.
Where's that bloody Oread?
Ew. Come on, there we go. And he is outside with Chisel, giving him a brush down.
Kurla's now just
deserves it.
wandering through the rooms trying to find. Where is that fucking Oread? Bloody hell.
You seem to have given each other the slip, gone around different hallways and missed each other.
Well, if Kurla comes by, well, that will just be like ready pointing in the direction Petra went.
Alright, eventually, Curly, you step out into the yard and you find Vera, Archie, Petra, and Chisel just sort of enjoying the day.
No. Kurla will give Archie an affectionate sort of fist bumpy pat business and nod to Vera and go out to Petra.
And Vera's just passing by, probably going into the same door Kurla just came out of. Now you guys can have some privacy.
Privacy.
Hey, I'm excited.
Oh, hi, Vera.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up?
I didn't hit her. I didn't.
Hit who?
Some of the best accent. I did not hit hell. I did not.
Oh, hi, Marcus.
Nice,
hi,
nice,
Marcus.
nice, nice.
Kurla will approach and offer a hand out to Chisel to sort of offer head pats to Chisel if Chisel wants them.
Chisel will lean forward, sniff at your hand.
Sorry.
Make a charisma check.
Ruh-roh.
Charisma check.
What does charisma smell like, Chisel? Dead meat?
Okay.
That is a
Chisel
24.
will sniff your hand, and then we'll sort of root your hand up to kind of like start petting.
Kurla will give Chisel head pats and strokes.
Chisel's gonna kind of move in and sort of get right next to you.
Kurla will consider if they have any food on them to feed to Chisel.
Chisel has immediately started ignoring Petra. Stepped away from the brush, moves over to Kurla, and is just like all in for these pets.
Aw.
Yep.
You put up with a lot, don't you? Kurla says loudly enough for Petra to hear, of course, but just completely ignoring him right now and just saying it to Chisel.
Rip.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, a last few head pats and then turning attention back to Petra.
He's just picking out all the things out of the brush.
You sleep well then?
Not as soundly as some nights, but eventually, yes.
Right. Why don't you tell me why you think that I'm pissed off with you? Just so to make sure we're on the same page here.
I'm fairly certain I know why.
Right, you think you're fairly certain, but oftentimes you're fairly certain about things, and actually, you're fairly certain is so far from actually yes. Then, just tell me why.
I thought you were possessed. Okay. I thought you were possessed. Vera thought you were possessed. They told me, "Hey, poke them." So I did.
Hold on a minute. As a player, I'm trying to remember. Is that actually how it went down, or was it just you doing what you did?
Vera had said, "This is your shit. Do something about it."
And then I rolled a nat 1 for a heal check, and DM said, "Oh yeah, you think she's possessed? You think they're possessed? Yep. You think they're possessed?" So
It could be interpreted that way.
But no one specifically said for you to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you were following orders.
Right.
Okay, I interpreted their
Maybe in his
Vera's.
mind he thinks that's an order.
Yeah, like
He likes interpreting things very often in his own
And he
way.
likes orders.
yeah, it's true.
I'm going to lay this out for you very clearly, Petra.
Yeah.
If in future, unless I am on the ground dying
Mhm.
and I need healing, if I tell you not to touch me, not to do something to me that I don't want you to do, what do you do in that situation?
Don't do the thing.
Right. Because I kind of have a thing about things being done to me without my consent.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing.
I know you thought you were doing the right thing. That's pretty much your modus operandi. That's why I'm not as pissed with you as I might have been. Because I know that you mean well. But I need you to think a little bit and listen a little bit more, please. And by the way, I'm not the... If you hadn't noticed, I'm not the only one who's pissed off with you for not thinking a little bit more and listening a little bit more. Right, now, your new arm, your fancy new arm, take a look at it.
Uh-huh.
Right? What does it remind you of?
Being killed by my brother.
In terms of, colour, does it remind you of a certain deity? In terms of colour and design, aesthetic business?
Yes.
And that deity would be...
Malefera?
Right, there's a little
Shaders.
oral question mark there. Get rid of the question mark. Just put a full stop instead. Mellifera, right?
Yeah.
So your new powers and such, and coming back to life. Which deity do you attribute that to?
Meanwhile, Beardy over here.
I'm just enjoying this.
It's something.
Look, you might not have a clear answer to that. It might be very confusing, because I know it was a weird experience for you. But Vera is expecting you to say one thing, and when you're all wishy-washy about it, that kind of pisses her off.
No. Because it's not a simple answer.
I mean, from where I'm standing, it kind of looks simpler than you're making it out to be. Why is it that you...
Vera, yes.
Why is it that you overcomplicate the simple things and you oversimplify the complicated things? Is that like a...
That's a really good question, actually. I feel like that should have been asked a long time ago.
If you could get paid for that as a job, you'd be richer than fucking Faustus.
I don't think they just called it a philosopher. Maybe that was my calling originally.
Look, whatever's going on between you and Eden and Mellifera, that's all your business, and yes, I'm sure that's a lot for you to figure out, but you're trying to bridge two worlds, just is you getting caught between two of them. Could you not just choose one and roll with it for a while and see if it worked, and if it doesn't, then choose the other and roll with it for a little while? I kind of feel like you have to commit to one of them, don't you?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're just going to keep pissing everyone off. And you're not going to be happy, are you? Are you happy right now?
Well, are you, Petra?
I mean, I'm pissing everybody off, so not really. To do the right thing, to make the right decision, I mean... jumping both feet into one or the other. It's... You're right, it's the commitment. It's the commitment there. And I just want to make the right decision, you know? I don't want to make the... Let me rephrase. I don't want to make the wrong decision. Because I seem to be very good at that.
I don't know if I'm making anything simpler for you or just complicating it more, and maybe it's none of my fucking business, except that we're, again, going up against who knows what in the arena, and I kind of like for us all to be on the same page and not, you know, confused and head in the cloud or up our own arses. So, what's happened to you? Would you undo it if you could?
No.
Alright, so you're happy. Obviously not happy about dying, but you're happy about being back here and having been brought back and being closer to Mellifera and the Hive?
Actually, the process of dying, not happy about. Happy that it happened, yes.
And happy that it happened in the way that it did?
Kinda. If it's very macabre. In a very macabre sort of way, yeah. Because at least it was a good show.
I mean, it seems to me like you've accepted it in your heart and not in your head. which is weird considering that, you know, you're usually the one who listens to the heart more than the head. Why are you putting up this fight against yourself? Why are you overthinking it?
I don't know. Just time. I think it's just gonna be time. That's all.
Would you go back to being who you were before, following Aiden?
No. I've found my purpose. I've found what I need to do. And what I want to do.
So even if you're not clear on exactly how much of this was Eden and how much of it was Malefera, despite what seems to be pretty overwhelming evidence towards the latter, it still feels like you're going to be in Malefera's service more than Eden's going forward.
Absolutely.
Right, I think Vera might want to hear that. That this is Malefera's will and that you're, you know, working with your sisters and brothers and siblings. That you're all in, wholehearted.
The how isn't it. The how it happened isn't what's important. It's what we do with it.
Right.
That's how I feel about this. I'm not
Just reduced to speaking in platitudes. The more the merrier. What you say about others is what you want to be said about you.
I'm just trying to make things a little bit more straightforward for all of us because I think we've all got a lot on our plates. Be nice to take a couple of things off it, you know.
Or you just get a bigger plate.
Oh, folks. It's like talking to a rock, honestly, and I know that.
Hey, now you got it.
Yeah.
Petravian, it's not a compliment. Deflecting doesn't help. Jesus.
Oh, I'm loving this. I'm soaking in every second of it.
This is Kurla deciding that they're, you know, good at the psychological healing as well as the physical healing. Yeah, that's really something they should dip their fucking toe into. Mistake.
So, Chisel's gonna walk up and root an antler underneath Kurla's arm, in an indication that he wants more pets.
More pets.
Kurla will give more pets to Chisel.
Whenever people are out hanging out with Chisel and there's Archie out there, I was just imagining Archie just like seeing people pet Chisel and just being like, doggy.
Oh my god.
Great.
He's probably too scared to touch Chisel.
Yeah, I was gonna say doggy might not make him want a pet.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's already learned that lesson.
It's one tiny finger. Pet doggy, be very gentle.
Also, be nicer to Chisel.
I'm trying to do better by him.
Oh, so you've stopped suplexing him then?
Do we know about
you
that?
Saw that? You don't.
No,
were you
no, I
there?
don't think anyone saw that.
No one saw that.
No, nobody saw that.
Okay, fine.
That
Sorry.
was a secret moment.
That was a moment
That,
that
was a
I feel
personal
horrible
moment.
about.
That's mine alone.
Personal
You
moment.
feel horrible about it?
I feel horrible about it.
About suplexing Chisel?
Yeah.
You should. Oh, I would feel amazing about that if I were you.
Yeah.
That would be the greatest moment of my entire life.
Okay,
As
as a
a-
player.
Look, I love my boy more than this planet we walk on, but if Lovette somehow suplexed Archie, I would fucking... It would be the highlight of my career.
Still patented. All right. Just he always seems so pissed off with you. Just be nicer to him. Surely you can't overcomplicate that. Be nice to your elk.
Huh. Yeah. Sure.
Oh my
I tried
God.
to do right. I tried to do right by him, and
Kurla's gonna reach out. Can I have your hand? Give me your hand, please. Kurla will take Petravian's hand and move it over to Chisel, and pet Chisel's head with Petravian's hand as they pet with their other hand, and then slowly pull back their own hand, and then their other own hand, so it's just Petravian stroking Chisel.
Chisel doesn't know how to feel about this. Chisel senses a trap.
As he should.
His eyes narrow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, bud.
Chisel snorts.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Chisel looks back, turns his head around, kind of cranes his head around, and looks at these little lumps on the middle of his back. They're just sort of these lumps of extra flesh there, about the size of a fist. Looks back at you.
Yeah.
I think I'll leave you two to sort of catch up. But please do try and have a word with Vera, and maybe one that doesn't end in her wanting to kill you. And that coming from me, of all people, you have to realise how serious that is.
When does it not? I mean, when does a conversation with Vera doesn't either end with them just plain angry or extra angry?
I would feel better if we could at least try and get back to a situation where it's her wanting to kill me most of the time and not everyone, not you. That feels more like the status quo. It's weird otherwise.
You got your original recipe and extra crispy, so which type of angry do you want?
I thought Marcus was extra crispy.
So I've been told.
Not into the mic, Skrewy.
Huh?
Christ on a cracker tonight.
Right, I'll leave you to it. Bye.
Oh, thank you.
Advanced scene.
Good night.
Scene.
All right, so time moves a little forward, and are we okay moving on to the evening? To
Yeah,
the arena?
I'm fine with moving to the arena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, the day moves on,
What's
and Faustus will again remind you guys that the next event is going to be at the Grand Arena, the big one. And you all head there. The guards outside seem to think some of you are maybe seem a little familiar, but probably not. Maybe it must just be their imagination. And
There's bunch of
Question.
gnomes around here.
How do I get the chance to talk to the person who announces things
Thank you.
before we start?
the announcer,
It's floating. It's floating.
they can bring the announcer over.
Yeah.
So you guys go into this network of under tunnels underneath the arena proper, and you see one of these well-dressed noble people is kind of walking around talking to different groups, and it's the announcer, so they're gonna come over to you.
Hello.
So, you're about 7 tonight, is that right?
Sure.
Looking at
Yeah,
like
we're floating flavor. I mean, the fall. Sorry.
what was that?
We
for fuck's
are
sake.
fortune's favor, and you have been saying it wrong for several battles, and I would like
This
that
is it.
corrected.
This is a different arena.
This is a different arena?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the Grand
Oh,
Arena.
Okay,
I,
so
like
different
to, I feel like this conversation still happens, right? We just come
Yeah.
out there and they're like, I
No.
didn't say that.
I would like to make sure that we are announced as fortune's favor. Fortune's favor.
Fortune's favor. All right.
Favor. Just one swoop.
That's
Favor.
what it says.
Good. You can read. The last person couldn't.
The announcer rolls their eyes. Is there anything you actually needed?
No, that's it.
Oh, good luck out there.
Oh,
Your opponents are. Well, you'll
Do you
see.
know what the opponents are?
yeah. Do we get to know that?
No.
Oh.
He turns and
Yeah.
walks away.
Just between you and me. Oh, fuck.
Making friends and influencing people, are we?
Well, not apparently. Well, trying and failing.
I don't need to.
So a little more time will pass. I'll just go ahead and advance time here. And you find yourselves in an interesting little position. I'm going to go ahead and push you guys to a new map.
Oh, joy.
Oh, joy indeed.
Oh, boy.
This
It's
place feels oddly familiar.
Right?
good to be back.
Oh, right, we were here when Petravian died, right? Aye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Right
that's the
over
only
there.
time. I don't know. That's why it's familiar. Is because of
All
that.
right.
Nothing else.
So you guys are moved to the center area of the arena, and you see up above you this massive amphitheater crowd that just goes up and up and up, and there must be thousands of people here watching.
Where feels
So-
taller from down here.
It's
Really
pretty
does.
wild. You've never had so many people watching you guys before, except obviously
Petravian
for
has.
Petra. Yeah, except obviously
Yeah.
for Petra.
Does the vision zooming magic work both ways? Are we able to
No.
single out people in the stands?
Not really, no. The vision zooming only works one way.
Makes me-
Looking out, it kind of almost has like a weird warbling effect a little bit. So it's kind of hazy, like you're looking out of like. It's almost like you're underwater looking up out of water.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
so,
cool.
That's a weird
Um,
effect. I didn't take more of that meat, did I?
Well,
Everyone
Oh,
else sees
that's-
it swimming as
smell
well,
too
right?
much of it.
That's how it looks.
Oh, just making sure.
So the announcer clicks on. You hear this voice go across the arena. And for the next bout, we have Fortune's Favor fighting in their fourth arena appearance, but the first time in the Grand Arena. Give it up. And at your positions, you have 30 seconds.
We're not giving up. Wait.
30 seconds for what?
Okay.
Riz.
So
Is-
you have 30 seconds to get into position. So you
Is it-
may move yourselves
Oh,
as you
okay.
will.
I think we
We
probably stand a
should have
better
actually
chance if we stick
had that
together.
fucking discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Whatever
offered
comes out
the-
of those gates.
I'd say stand behind something. Who knows if
Um,
something
I-
can
You got
shoot
it.
fire at us or some shit.
I was just gonna.
Is the debris from Petra's fight still debris, or is this
Yeah, it's still debris.
pillar-
Yep,
Okay,
still
so the
debris.
pillar's
That's what
gone.
the pillar's broken. A part of it's broken off. It's still there. It's just part of
Okay.
it's broken off and
But you
obstructing
can't
the area
stand
to
on
the
it.
left and right. No, you can no longer stand on it. It's not kind of jaggedy.
Okay. Well, if I have Archie in the center, then he can give a bunch of people defensive buffs. So I feel like that's probably a good idea. Why is my thing not letting me cast the spell?
And I summon, or I fucking familiar to get Hummel in here as well.
Fucking familiar.
Fucking
Oh yeah, if we have 30 seconds, that actually gives us time
Mhm.
to cast spells as well.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
go ahead and figure out what you want to cast, but time is
So-
clicking. So
That's 5 rounds.
yeah, it's 5 rounds.
Cool. All right.
I'm gonna cast haste on all of us.
Okay. Then I will
Right away.
just do
or-
that.
Okay.
Right
I've got
away.
2, and
I've
Lovette
got a
has
bunch.
some. Yeah.
I was going to do
Yeah.
Blessing of Fervor, but
And
the speed
haste lasts
effects
10
don't.
rounds.
The speed effects don't stack, but the other stuff is available as an option. So it's like you could use the speed of haste, or you could use the stuff of Blessing of Fervor, I believe is how it works.
Yes, correct.
Right. So I'll cast that.
Okay.
On
Petravian's going to be having
all of those.
pull out an Iron Beard.
And I will also reach out and tap, just sort of reassuringly touch Lovette's shoulder and then Riz's shoulder and cast something I haven't cast before. I will
Are we doing Iron Beards
cast
too?
Sacred Bond twice. So those are friendship bracelets, the best bitch bracelet and the other one. Both of those are going to glow momentarily on your wrists.
Right. And the last thing that Vera casts before heading to her position behind the rock is going to be, what is it? Ironclad Skin.
All right.
Nice.
Petravian.
Oh.
All right. I am gonna cast a Great Evolution Surge on Archie to give him 2 more arms. I'm gonna cast Full Strength on him. I'm gonna cast. We already got Haste taken care of, so I don't need to do that one. If I give him another regular Evolution Surge, I can give him another Strength buff. And I'm gonna summon some Ankylosaurs at the last round.
And I'm gonna cast Eagle Splendor on myself.
Just checking. I'm done being touched, right?
Yes, it was just a brief sort of.
Cool. I'm
Pat.
casting defensive shock on myself. That's it for me.
How many
I'm
Ankylosaurs do you
going-
get?
D4 plus 2. So let me
Roll
roll
it.
that right now.
Yep.
That is 4.
Okay.
There's so much on the screen now.
Yeah.
Howdy,
all right.
friends.
Skrewy, do you have
Cool.
a Ironclad buff?
That's what I'm looking for. I have I do not have Ironclad.
Don't worry about it yet.
We'll
You
take
got
care
it.
of that later.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys cast your defensive spells and buff each other, and you're counting these seconds down in your head, and you hear this gong sound, and all the doors will open at once, and what you see will be revealed next time.
Oh.
Gee.
All right. Okay.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.